Oh, yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Council of Creators, episode 88. Of course, your host, Chainsaw Reacts. Back on the show, Talati is here. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me on again.
Of course. And Bob is back. Welcome back, sir.
Well, thanks for having me back. I always have a good time when I'm here. So,
of course, man. Of course. Yeah. How's everybody doing today? Good.
I've been excited all day. As you can see, I got my Superman merch. I've been non-stop thinking about the Superman trailer. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, I heard that it dropped today.
Yeah.
I heard there was some punching, some talking. That's all it was, right? Nothing really else.
Yeah, just a little bit of that.
Oh, just a little bit. Yeah, I was like, it's not dark enough though. It's not dark enough for me. I need, more like, where's Batman? Where's the verses at? Come on, where's that at? Yeah, that trailer. Yeah, and then of course we had an Ironheart trailer stage. I'm like, what is Marvel? What are you doing? Marvel knew they were dropping that trailer though. Come on,
I'm pretty sure they dropped it today on purpose because they know it's not gonna be much of a success. So you kind of drop it in and you hope nobody really realizes that it's out.
Oh, you think they're trying to sneak release it?
That's what I think.
But
I would not be surprised because my understanding is it's only going to have 6 episodes. My understanding is they're going to release the first 3 episodes. I wouldn't be surprised if they release the last 3 all on the week after. So
yeah, probably
get it out and get it over.
3 and 3.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when Marvel dropped Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. They had like 2 or 3 episodes at the start, and then you had like 2 episodes, and you had it was such a weird release schedule for that. It wasn't like once a week, because they had so much stuff they're dropping this year. So they couldn't have it really be in the way because they had Brave New World, we have this, and then we have this show. It's like, Marvel.
Marvel is slacking. That's what they're doing. They're slacking. I don't know
if it's slacking. I think they have just too much crap. They've been sitting on Ironheart for 3 years or something.
Almost.
Yeah. They're like, crap, we got to get all this stuff out here because I'm assuming she has to play a role or somebody in this show plays a role. That's my guess. Is why they have to get this out now. Because they have.
You're probably right on that because I don't see any other reason. I mean, they could always just Batgirl this thing and they wouldn't have to worry about it. But if they're releasing it, I really think it's for a purpose. And you're probably right. There's probably somebody who's going to play a role in maybe Avengers, Doomsday, or maybe after that. But we'll see.
Maybe she's in Doomsday and they have to get this out now to kind of explain why she's in that film, or who knows, right? I don't know. Because they haven't announced her or anything, but I don't know. I didn't even watch the trailer. I haven't even seen it. I just been so busy today. I'm like, shit. Yeah.
I don't think you missed anything.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't great. We're bringing these guys in. They've been waiting backstage. Omni's here and New Future. What's up, guys?
What's up? How you doing?
Yo. What's up?
Yo.
Either of you watched the Ironheart trailer?
Mephisto. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I heard it wasn't good. I haven't seen it. Still have not watched it.
I mean, the Ironheart trailer, I am a little bit more excited just because of Ryan Coogler's involvement in it. I didn't even realize he was a producer on it. I think he's even directing some of it, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, that enough is for me.
I think it's only because he introduced the character to the universe.
Yeah,
he probably had some input on what they were doing.
Exactly. But that did give me faith. I was like, okay, if he's involved, it probably won't be terrible. It could be good. Who knows? I don't know. It's hard to tell.
He's not directing, and he has no
just
written credits. Yeah, nothing. So.
Yeah, because the trailer literally starts with director of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, but I guess that's just them trying to get people to watch it. But if he's not actually directing it,
well, it says
executive producer
at the start of it, I think.
Yeah,
they're trying to they're just throwing his name out there, hoping it.
Yeah, no, it makes sense why they would, but yeah, if he's not that involved, then that is a shame.
Alden
Ehrenreich we'll have to see, man. Yeah, I don't know who the hell he's playing though.
Yeah,
I mean, we see
is he in the trailer
for one little scene at the end?
He was a Cocaine Bear. I forgot. Oh yeah, I was like, where did I remember seeing him? He was in the Weapons trailer that came out. What was it, last month? Yeah. It was a quick shot though. I'm like, oh yeah, Alden Ehrenreich. Oh yeah, that's Solo, young Han Solo.
The only thing I'm wondering, because I know you guys were kind of talking about could they have just scrapped this? And the fact that they didn't would have been like, okay, maybe they have some intent with these characters or whatever. I mean, we know they're kind of flirting around with the idea of like the Young Avengers and stuff like that. That could be where she's going eventually.
Yeah.
Or it could simply be like world setup, since we know like the Hood is a magic user.
Yeah, and he's second billing on the cast on Wikipedia. Apparently, Alden Ehrenreich is playing Joe McGillicuddy. I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
I'm looking it up right now.
Some guy.
Joe McGillicuddy.
Some dude
Marvel.
that we don't know.
He probably just some made up character. There's Seamus McGillicuddy. I don't know who that is. Let me see. Who is Seamus? Some guy in a prison. Okay. He's who knows? They probably just made him up.
From the trailer, I get some kind of like prepper vibe out of him.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
but I don't know. There's not enough context, really.
Wait, Jim Rash from Captain America: Civil War as Dean of MIT is in this show. What? Such a weird pull. Oh, is Sacha Baron Cohen? Is he in the trailer or no?
I didn't see him.
If he was, I missed it.
I don't recall seeing him.
Okay.
I mean, he's kind of recognizable, but I can't.
I
remember.
wonder if it's because he's playing Mephisto that you have to introduce him in order to have him pop up somewhere else. Maybe that's what they're doing. I mean,
because that was confirmed, right? That
it's confirmed he's in it, and everyone's reporting that he is Mephisto, but they're not. They haven't confirmed it, but he is confirmed to be in the show.
I mean, like that Mephisto's making an appearance, not who he is.
It's just been reported. I don't think it's confirmed, but everyone's saying he's Mephisto. But maybe however he's introduced is they probably need him. They probably need this show to happen in order to have him.
Well,
pop up
depending on what they do in Spider-Man, we could
True.
get a one more day situation.
Yeah, where there's a lot of rumors about that too, and they just cast. I forget her name, but she's from the Bear, which is funny how they're casting everybody from the Bear into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Why wouldn't you? They're amazing.
Yeah. I haven't got past episode 4 of season 1 though. I need to continue on that.
That show destroys my heart rate.
It's a lot of screaming and yelling.
It's just stress. The show.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Like literally, they were shooting this in 2022. My god.
Yep.
Yes.
Ironheart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They've been waiting to find a time to put it out.
Originally, they were planning on this to be a multi-season television show. That has now changed. Obviously.
Shocker.
That is, my word, guys. Yeah, they were announcing a lot of the cast in October 2022, but they were already filming at that point.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, filming took place in Chicago in late May 2022 to capture shots. And then they did some pickups at the end of the year. Yeah. I don't know why they waited so long. It doesn't make any sense.
What was it? What If? The latest season.
Yeah.
Like where we had the Hood. It was where they were both written around the same time.
Yeah.
I think like What If was expecting people to know who that character was by that point.
They're like, who?
Who?
Who is that? Who is this guy? Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Marvel's introducing too many new characters at once. I think that's the problem too, and hopefully they'll fix that.
Yeah, I think what they need to do is like, I don't mind having a lot of characters, but I think they should be dialed into specific projects rather than like scattered around so much, because then you have the issue where people don't watch everything. So like Young Avengers would be a great thing to do instead of doing, an Ironheart show with like a season 2. And then, there been talks about them doing a Hawkeye season 2 with just Haley Steinfeld because of the whole Jeremy Renner thing, him not wanting to return because he wasn't getting paid fairly. But if they were to just do like a Young Avengers show, like that would be perfect because you have all these different characters. People are going to watch it because it's got the Avengers in the title, and you got all these new characters to introduce. And then I'm sure they wouldn't do this anytime soon, but like if it were to be done before, Secret Wars and Doomsday, which won't happen, but let's say it did, that would get people acquainted with those characters before jumping into that. So I think that's the way to do it if you have a bunch of new characters, you know?
Yeah, and then I think the hope and the goal is that after the events of Secret Wars, when we kind of soft reboot everything, then we kind of pull it back and not like just keep from. The main thing is they're going to do X-Men. They're going to go full force into that.
Yeah.
So a lot of these characters we're probably not going to see again. They're probably going to be like, okay, do these characters, like, did they actually make a impact? If the answer is no, then we don't bring it back, or we don't have them on. Like, because I think Shang-Chi, the fact that it took so long for him to finally return, and we still haven't seen him return yet because he's in Avengers, that's ridiculous. Because a lot of people responded well to that film, but it took so long to even get him to come back because they had so much other crap they were trying to throw out. It's like, no, guys, like, look at what you did previously leading up to Infinity War and Endgame. You had established some characters, and then you slowly were introducing. You didn't just throw a ton of like 20 plus new characters in the span of a year and a half. Like, you can't do that. Like, people are not going to
just one solo movie and then forget about him for 4 years.
Yeah.
There's no real good balance, I think.
Yeah. I think as well when it comes down to the way I think Marvel are handling things now, it's not in the direction they should be going in. I think personally, in my opinion, I think what they should be doing is bringing like the legacy characters back, right? And introducing the smaller characters through that.
Yeah, like they were originally. Yeah.
That way would have made more sense to do the whole Avengers, Doomsday, and all of that. Leading into that, you obviously know the characters that way. So that's what I would do.
Yeah, I think the problem is that there's no real way to win the audience. So regardless of what they do, people are gonna be mad. Like, oh, you introduced all these characters, you're gonna get rid of them now? Well, I mean, they didn't get people didn't respond well to them. I think Marvel was just doing too much too fast, and Disney Plus really screwed them over. Star Wars, I think, had the same issue, except Star Wars was actually canceling projects left and right because they couldn't get shit done. So Star Wars would be in the same problem if they would not have canceled like half the shit they've announced or that was in development. Like, they're in a much better position because they didn't cram and throw out too much stuff. Marvel is in this position where they're released like 9 projects this year. Like, it's ridiculous. But now Kevin Feige realizes, oh, we screwed up, and it took too damn long to find that out.
I don't know how much of that was him and versus Iger.
I'm pretty sure it was Iger, but also the previous regime, Bob Paycheck, as I call him, was like more. I don't care the quality. You guys made almost $3 billion on one film in Endgame. Give me more.
Yeah.
Who cares what the quality is?
Problem like that. I don't mind having a lot of projects. Like, I've never felt like, I don't think there is such thing as too many movies or shows. But the issue is if it starts to make the quality drop quite a bit, then it's an issue. And then I'm like, all right, you got to cut back or something. But I don't know. If they could manage to give us a bunch of projects, like, I'd be fine with that. Because I think now that they're doing a lot less, they already announced they're doing like 1 to 2 shows a year. They said 3 movies or whatever. I think that's fine, but I also think, like we said before, like, there's a lot of characters we'll just never see again. And I do there's a lot of different characters I would like to see get a chance at having their own project, as long as it's good. But just because of this, we're probably not going to see that again.
I think part of it that didn't help too is like when they were kind of opening up about, because where they were overloading, like how hard it was for Kevin Feige to even be involved with everything like he used to be. They said half the time people didn't talk to him for weeks. So they had to, like, when they would ask for feedback, they wouldn't get it until they already had to, like, just roll with whatever they had anyway. Then they would get feedback when he could get to it. And then it was like, well, now it's too late to implement. Like, there's a bunch of people on the inside of some of these shows that were talking about that. And, like, people would just try to catch him in the hallway because it's the only way they could find him and talk to him about the shows and stuff at some points. Like, it was just a little. They overextended.
He should have had like a couple people below him that they could go to. That he's not having to be spread so thin at that time. But obviously, Pandemonium, right? We had the shutdown. We had a lot of things happening. We had strikes going on a couple years afterwards. Like there's a lot of layers of just stuff that has happened.
Yeah,
it's caused a lot of problems. And I think Cameron's right. The Ironheart definitely should have came out around at least after Wakanda Forever. But the plan was originally for it to come out.
That was the plan, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that was the original plan.
Yep. And then everything changed. I'm not
When
sure.
the Fire Nation attack.
The Fire Nation. I mean, it's true. Could have happened. Oh, yeah, confusing times 100%. Yes. Yeah. But also like they were coming off such a high, and then the shutdown happened. And so all that compounded to like, well, we got to do a ton of Disney Plus shows. It's going to make us a lot of money. It doesn't. Disney's not making money right now. They're not making money right now, as far as I know, on the streaming platform.
I think they're actually losing money.
Yeah,
on the streaming platform.
We know Apple's losing $1 billion per year off of Apple TV Plus, but that's chump change. They don't care about that. But they're not. But the thing is, a lot of those Disney Plus Marvel stuff came out, and they're not performing well because they're not great. They're not performing well. Yeah. I've still yet to have seen Secret Invasion or Agatha All Along, because I just got to the point where I just like I don't.
Well,
really
one of those was good.
Yeah, I heard Agatha was good. But the thing is, I just got used to the point where I'm just kind of tired of watching the shows. The only thing I watched was Daredevil. And even then, I'm like, a lot of this is, it's not great. It's okay. It's not great. Only when you see the clear course correction is when it got good.
For sure. Like those last 2 episodes, and I think like the first half of episode 1, which were the only parts post rework.
Yeah, which has got me way more excited for season 2.
Solid. Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Especially after the recent news.
Jessica Jones.
Well, the worst kept secret that they've had, because I think most people were like onto that for a while.
Yeah, because she was in New York and she's like, and I'm here for something else.
She's like, I'd love to come back. You know, there's a lot.
But is it the worst kept secret though? Because we knew about Andrew Garfield being in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Fair. We didn't know
there were people denying that even up till the movie came out, though, to be honest.
I still wasn't sure, to be honest.
People were like, oh, it was photoshopped.
It would have been funny if we had
still that trailer with the invisible kicker.
That too.
Oh, yeah. That's what
Lizard was like. I was like, oh.
I was like, oh, well, there it is.
You know what? Sony could have pulled a troll, and when we got to that scene where the portals open up and both of them come out, it's just 2 other random guys you've never seen before.
I will say this, that if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were not in that movie, I don't care how good the movie was, everybody would have hated it, because we were
expectations
to see them. I mean,
that
would have killed everything about that movie, because that was the whole point. We wanted to see the other Spider-Man in the movie because you were seeing their villains. So, I was pretty sure they were going to be in it, because I didn't think they had the guts to actually not go through with it. But yeah, you never know.
I'm glad that they kept it a secret, though. There was like around the time of like when the final trailer dropped, there was like supposedly discussions that Sony and Marvel were fighting over. Do they reveal them in the trailer, the final trailer before the release, or not? I don't know if that's true. If it is, I'm glad that whoever decided no, we don't show them, because it made the whole experience way better seeing that. But I think it would have sold a lot more tickets opening weekend. But I think everyone going in knew, like, okay, they're in it. Let's just go see.
The biggest surprise in the movie for me was Matt Murdock.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Oh yeah,
that was more exciting than either Spider-Man showing up to me.
Which confirms he can pop up in the movies, because there's this whole discussion that the character rights. We know Kingpin can't for some reason in the movies,
and I think it's because of the Spider-Man connection.
Yeah, because of
Sony.
Yeah, it was Sony.
There's probably something mixed up there with them.
Yeah, I didn't know about that, but honestly, when I was watching Thunderbolts, I was expecting him to show up, because I was like, it kind of makes sense given the fact that he's the mayor. It was like everything's going on in this movie.
Thing, like to dance around if he is mayor at the moment. You know, It's not like, well, we have like 3 people in all of the MCU that don't like walk down New York every day.
Yeah. I want to hear his thoughts. Like, I want to hear what Fisk would have to say about the Thunderbolts. Like, what does he think about these people? What does he think about this thing they're doing? I'd be curious to know, but I mean, they'll probably never touch on that.
Well, I wonder if Daredevil season 2 can address it.
They could.
Can they
I'm
talk
not sure.
about it? He just can't pop up in the movies to talk
Yeah.
about it. But can he talk about it in his own show? Because there was a discussion of Spider-Man without saying his name referenced in season 1.
Mhm.
So I bet there will be some sort of discussion or tie-in or reference to Thunderbolts in season 2. It's just we can't see him interact in the moment when it's happening in Thunderbolts, which is stupid. But Sony, like, go blame them. It's them. It's the same thing with like, why can't we get a Hulk solo film? Universal. So you can't blame Marvel, because I bet Marvel would do a Hulk solo film immediately if they could, but they can't.
The only thing is with I don't know if Fisk would really be negative about the Thunderbolts, because the way Valentina kind of hooked him in there at the end, she kind of made them like the official government, Avengers there. So they're kind of.
It's a little different for them, because it's not like the original team where they were kind of, Shield was very gray at the moment, but he can't really push back from his position.
Yeah. I mean, Agents of Shield did. I mean, it's kind of crazy because they really didn't reference that show at all in the movies.
No, but Agents of Shield bent over backwards to do its damnedest.
I remember there was like a whole like tie-in, like a big thing they were tying into Age of Ultron, but it was such a small little thing in Age of Ultron when you actually saw the movie. Like, but they're making like this big deal about like, it's the helicarrier. It's like, okay, but it's like you didn't need to have their involvement to be a part of it. But whatever, guys.
It's a funny little moment.
Pretty much.
But in the end, like as far as the films go, it's so inconsequential.
Yeah, pretty much. Same thing like with like Daredevil season 1. What was it? Kingpin's like right-hand guy or whatever. He's like the guy with the hammer or something. It's like I know what you're meaning, but
they do that a lot in Daredevil.
Yeah, the incident. Yeah. The incident. I think Jessica Jones, I think she's like mentioned the big guy in green or something in her season. I'm like, are they going to address?
It's weird because like Agents of Shield, they had no problems using names, dates, actual stuff because they were allowed to. But then you go over there and it's supposed to be the same universe, and nobody says anything by its proper name.
I wonder if they were allowed to.
I
wonder.
They probably weren't. Yeah,
it's weird now.
I would imagine not. But
it's weird that John Bernthal's Punisher is in the same universe as all of this now. Like, it's just weird. Like, that guy's in the same universe as Spider-Man. Cool. Like, be cool to see them interact. It ain't gonna happen though. Well, no, I think
he just shoots him.
You can. There's a way you can do Punisher and Spider-Man in a movie.
Punisher season 3. Hell yeah, let's do it. He's doing a special, right?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to. I wonder who would pop up in that though. My question is Rosario Dawson. Are they ever going to bring her back? If we're now,
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely could, but I know when they were doing the old stuff, she got over it, and she wanted out. Like even in that little playground.
So she's like,
she was in like almost all of the Defenders shows, right? She was in Iron Fist. She was in
all of them somehow,
Cage,
some way. Yeah. She hooked up with Luke Cage, I think.
Yeah.
And Matt once.
Was she in Defenders?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, she was.
I mean, she doesn't need to come back because, I mean, right now, obviously she's Ahsoka, so she's already, like, leveled up. She doesn't need to come back. But it'd be cool to have her pop up in an episode or something just to go, hey, she's still around.
I would like to have Colleen and Misty.
Colleen. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Let's see. My gosh, she has so much freaking credits. My God. So she was in Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Defenders. Okay, yeah. She was in 6 episodes of Defenders. Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't realize she was. I forgot how much of a role she played in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had pretty much everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Marcy was in an episode.
I wonder how they're gonna explain. Jessica Jones' like best friend is in the
the raft.
She's in the raft right now. Yeah, how are they going to explain that?
No idea. Well, who knows? Maybe she's out by now. It's been what, 8 years?
Yeah, it's been some time. She could. Yeah.
Maybe she finally got some help.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
All I want is some way, somehow.
Trish. Yeah, it's Trish. Yeah, Hellcat.
I just want somehow Kilgrave returned.
Ooh, I would like that.
Because I mean, season 3 ended with her hearing his voice again, out of nowhere, for some reason.
I feel like you should bring him back, though. I feel like that makes sense.
He's just too good. But,
like he made David Tennant made like the whole like season, the first season, to feel like, oh, this show's gonna be really great. And then once he's gone in season 2, you're like, oh, okay, he made the season really good.
It sucks like when you have such like a strong season to start everything off, and that nothing can really quite hit that high.
Yeah.
And Jessica Jones was definitely that for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Felt the same way with the Flash. Same way. And
missed opportunity. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah. Now that they bring Hellcat back, we actually get a proper outfit, get her a proper like suit and everything now, because we're in the MCU. Why not? I was hoping like at the end of season 1 with the whole thing of Born Again, where you have the whole group that Jessica Jones would have been there. Like I think that'd be the way you would have introduced her back. Is like, oh, she's there. Like at the end in the kind of diner scene or the bar.
That's what I was.
That's people.
I was right there with you, and I think that's the idea that they had probably in their head, but with the rework and stuff, it probably wasn't. It was probably too early in the process to do it just then, which is why I think they're talking like there's not sugarcoating it at all or hiding it at all that season 2 is going to have a fair amount of cameos.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're gonna, because I mean I think Mike.
Because if he's assembling a team, like
Mike Coulter,
we're going to have a team.
I think we'll get the full Defenders in there for sure.
Dude, okay, you all, Finn Jones,
Danny Rand. Look, if they bring him back, I'm not going to say no, but I'm going to go cautious, guys. Cautious.
Rebuttal. When he was on Luke Cage,
he's better.
He was really good as far as when he had a competent team writing for him. I think he was great everywhere else he showed up.
If we have the same writers that worked on the reworks of season 1 working season 2, which sounds like they are, yes.
Hell yeah.
For sure. Like redeem him.
I liked him.
Yeah. Redeem him. But I don't know. I mean, I would be fine with a recast, but then again,
if they want everybody back,
if they want to
leave them out.
I'm saying if they want to honor the legacy of what they did, regardless of how the legacy turned out, then
season 2 was better.
Yeah, I didn't watch season 2. I heard.
Yeah, actually, I didn't see season 2 yet.
Yeah,
no, I didn't see it either.
I didn't watch it either.
And that's why
I didn't watch it.
I'm getting around to it though.
It's not.
It was
our
a vast
world.
Improvement to season 1.
Okay.
It's not our world, but it's Jack's world. What's up, man?
Yo,
hello.
Up,
how's
man?
everyone doing?
Hanging out, man.
Solid.
We're in your world right now.
Oh, it's wonderful to be here with you.
You gonna wake up, boy? You gonna wake up? What's going on?
Oh, is this not close enough? Oh, geez, hold on.
Well, you sound like you were tired, man.
Oh,
Colleen Wing. Yeah,
no,
Colleen Wing was definitely the best part. You know,
surprisingly enough,
it's been a minute.
Colleen Wing and like Ward of all people, I really liked.
Oh yeah, Ward. I forgot about him.
Because in season 2, he became probably my favorite character of the show.
Wasn't Ward? He was the brother that was the asshole, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. It's funny. I was seeing like clips on TikTok of like when he first came back to New York, and then he ran into her, and then ran into Ward. Like, oh no! Like, it's like, why am I watching clips of freaking Iron Fist on TikTok? It's so weird. Like, out of anything that could be showing clip wise, they're showing Iron Fist clips. I'm like, this is strange.
Yeah.
I mean,
gotta work that algorithm, man.
Yeah, of course Finn wants redemption because he knows his show was crap. He knows it wasn't good. He knows. I think it's funny. I think it was Comic-Con. He found out he had season 2. He didn't know that season 2 was announced. Like they announced it at a Comic-Con panel for the Defenders. Like they announced like, oh, season
Daredevil. I forgot about that.
He was like, because he had no idea. He's like, "What?"
Oh, he was like, "Thank God."
He thought, that, oh yeah, I got my job was safe.
Because they went down the whole
in season 1 too. We went straight into it, and they didn't have any prep for choreo. They learned it like the day of, and just shot it there at the moment.
Wasn't
like none of them
part
had
of that too, or no?
In season 1?
Well, no, he had a cameo, but I thought he was a part of the choreography. I think
he may have been.
He was in the running to play Danny Rand, I think, and that's why he got a part, because he was in the running for it. I don't know if that's true. It's what I heard through the grapevine.
Then I'm just like, why didn't we have Louis Tan? Because that fucker could fight.
Yes. Watching the Cobra Kai, holy crap.
What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, yeah, because part of season 2 was they actually spent, I think, a couple of months learning the choreo and putting them through training in response for what happened in season 1.
Oh,
because season 1 was cut. Like, cutting's not always bad, but it was barely watchable. Any of the fights in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell even the Defenders, it was definitely better. Like, it's like, oh, okay, they're learning.
If they bring on Matt and they fuck up the choreo, I'm sure someone would get fired.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a fight? I think they both fought. Like Daredevil and Iron Fist fought in that like theater room or something they were in. I think that was them, or was it him and Mike Coulter? Cage.
Luke and Danny fought.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
because it was mostly just Luke tanking all of his punches until Danny finally fisted him.
I fisted him. I hope he said it just like that too. I fisted you. That was a good show. I hate that. I wish there was another season of it, but I understood logistically. It's like they were already running out of steam after Defender season 1 came out. Like, okay, we got season 3 of Daredevil. Season 2 or season 3 of Jessica Jones? I think it was 2.
By that point,
yeah.
By that point, after Defenders, I think it was still 2.
I can't remember.
3 hadn't come out yet.
No, I remember. I think it was Daredevil, because at that Comic-Con panel where they announced season 2 of Iron Fist for the Defenders, they had it's like Charlie Cox shooting season 3 Daredevil. Woo! Because he was shooting Daredevil season 3. They had released like a small teaser, like shooting now, and then Mike Coulter was shooting season 2, and I think Jessica Jones was shooting season 2. And then that's what or maybe season 3. And then they announced, no, it was season 2, because season 3, then all of a sudden Luke Cage pops up. But then it was like, oh yeah, and also like, imagine they didn't say anything about Iron Fist. Like, oh, and that's it. No, nothing else is happening. Season 2, he's like, oh shit. Of course, it didn't continue after that, but yeah. And then of course we had Punisher stuff.
2 seasons of that,
which they announced the cancellation like as soon as season 2 dropped. They're like, no more. The show is done. But now he's back, so it's fine, right? It's fine.
It's all good.
I don't think we're going to get any of the other shows coming back. I think Daredevil's going to be it.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Daredevil's.
I wouldn't expect any of them to get their own shows back, but I think they'll just come back through Daredevil.
Do you think we'll get like a Defender special once they're all back? To like, instead of doing a show, it's just like a short film.
I mean, maybe. I mean, we very well could get like maybe an Alias or a Heroes for Hire, not just a Luke Cage or just like an individual thing. They could finally do like a Heroes for Hire that they were setting up, but I don't know.
That'd be a way to do
like a more ensemble thing while Daredevil's doing his own thing.
That'd be a way to kind of get around from having to revive the Luke Cage like IP. Just do Heroes for Hire. Just have both of them. We could have some of their side characters from their shows come back, but we don't have to worry about 2 separate shows and production budgets. It's just one. That's it. Yeah,
if you were going to do Defenders, though, I think you could do it as a holiday special, maybe as a holiday
Christmas Defenders.
Christmas Defenders, yeah.
A special time though.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
That'd be cool. I honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to like a mini series, like 6 episodes of just like something Defenders, and just do it just like a one and done. Like, there you go.
I honestly think that. was gonna say, if you're gonna do that, just make sure they're not like 30-minute episodes.
Yeah.
Oh no, if we're gonna do
Make it
that,
at
we
least
gotta be
an
like
hour.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of ridiculous that we have like all of these shows. Like Daredevil did a better job with most of their episodes being longer. We have a lot of these shows. Like I bet Ironheart. I heard it's like 30-minute episodes for Ironheart. I'm like,
Wait, really?
They said that about Wonderman too. Wonderman comes out later
Well,
this
yeah,
year.
yeah. Wonderman is confirmed.
30-something minute episodes.
Yeah,
at least?
eight episodes, 30 minutes each, which is like.
Is Ironheart 30 and only 6?
I hope not.
I know it's 6 episodes. I heard it was 30, but it could be longer. But you're on streaming. Like I remember when the Orville, the Seth MacFarlane like sci-fi show, went from Fox having 42, 43 minutes. Each episode was over an hour when they went strictly just to Hulu.
Mhm.
Like they did it right. How come Disney and can't figure this shit out? Like HBO's killing you with like their shows, productions being 50 plus minutes, hour plus minute episodes. You can't do that for a Marvel show? Seriously?
And another problem is we're expecting 6 episodes from Ironheart. I'm willing to bet at least 2 or 3 of them are just filler.
Probably.
And that's what you get a lot of with these shows is that they're short and then they use 2 or 3 of the episodes as filler. So you got an 8-episode season and you're wasting a couple episodes there. You just don't have the time to develop the story and the characters if you're just going to use them as filler.
Or you have those episodes that are like long, but they're long just to pad the runtime.
Yeah.
I do feel like a lot of the Disney shows have kind of felt like movies just kind of stretched into TV shows because they didn't want to release them as movies. I could think of so many that felt like that I just felt like even Star Wars, The Acolyte, I kind of felt that way. Like overall wasn't a great show to begin with, but I felt like it should have been a movie because all the episodes were kind of short. There was a decent amount of episodes, but I always felt like this could easily
a lot
be
of
condensed to a
meandering
movie.
in there too, just to kind of stretch it out, and it could have been trimmed the hell down and been tighter.
Yep.
Like I felt like that about Secret Invasion, the way that turned out. I felt like, okay,
yeah, that should have been a movie.
Get the point. What are we doing here? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Hawkeye could have easily been a holiday Christmas themed film. Easily. Could even been a special.
Die Hard.
Because, I mean, yes, you're introducing Kate Bishop officially, but that could have easily been a 2-hour film that could have released in theaters. And I think it would have been fine. Maybe it wouldn't have performed box office like humongous, like, Captain America or like an Iron Man movie. But I think people would have turned in like, okay, cool. Lower budget. I think you could have worked under 100 million. Go for it. Because it wasn't like over the top extravagant. Like it was just like a very simple story introducing Kate Bishop and of course they have Echo and Kingpin and all that, which Kingpin probably wouldn't have been in it. But they still could have done a version of that story and not stretched it out for, what was it, 8 episodes? 7?
Something like that.
Can't you remember? So
I think it was 6, actually.
I can't remember how many episodes it was. But
let me see. Mini-series. Yeah, because they didn't come back. 6. See, I thought it was longer. Jesus. And the run times. Can I find the run time? Nope, they're not giving me the run times. Yeah, the final episode was So This Is Christmas. So literally, Christmas episode. Could have been a Christmas thing.
Yeah. I will say they're doing better with that now, though, because like Daredevil Born Again felt like a show. I mean, it was a very messy show, but it still felt like a show. Agatha felt like a show as well. Like they're doing better with it, I would say, but they just haven't always done great with it.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Come on in here, boy. You know you want to. He's just sitting there. He's just looking at me. What's up, Phil?
Is he?
Fucking talk to me like that.
You could have came in here.
Hey, you know what? I'm just wrapping shit up, okay? Just
you wrap it up. You
wrap
wrap it up. You wrap it up.
Just getting my thumbnail ready and whatnot.
Your thumbnail.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Superman. Anyway, I heard you guys talking about Marvel. Whoever said something about the Acolyte, I love the Acolyte. Just FYI.
That one episode I think has some of the best lightsaber choreography. So
Easily.
I'll give it credit there.
Easily. And everything pertinent to Darth Plagueis. Oh man, that was a great payoff.
Good job, Jake. Good.
Wow.
That's a little
Now you
negative.
really feel, Jake. Yeah.
I don't know why he has said 12%. Like, what specifically is the 12%?
I know, right?
What do you mean by 12%, Jake?
Yeah, that's what I know.
Yeah, elaborate.
He won't. That's what he does. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking a bit about the whole Marvel stuff because like the whole Ironheart trailer came out. We haven't got the big thing yet.
Yeah, I saw the Ironheart trailer this morning. It was cool. You know, I enjoyed it. Looked good.
I have not
watch.
I still haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen any of Endor, so don't feel too bad.
At all, or just like season 2?
None of season 2. None of season 2.
I haven't got past episode 3 of season 1.
Damn.
Yeah, I heard there was Star Wars in it.
Yep.
I heard there was characters from Star Wars in it. Blasters
in it.
Blasters? No. What? I heard Mothma Mon is in it. That's what I heard.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, it can't be good because Dave Filoni didn't work on it, right? I went on the cameos and shit. So, can't be good. Sean Connery went up 100%. Exactly. You know. Anybody watch Andor in here? Anybody?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think it's fantastic.
The first 3 episodes, and that was it.
Well, the first 3 of season 2, and I just haven't picked it back up yet. To be honest, I was bored out of my mind with the first 3 episodes of this season. Now I've heard it gets better, so I know I'll end up picking it back up. But I was just so bored after that, and I was actually looking forward to it because I did like season 1, but I just couldn't get into it after this, and I just didn't like some of the direction that it was going. But like I said, I hear it gets better, so I do want to be fair to it. I'm sure I'll pick it back up at some point.
Yeah, no, I mean, I even kind of felt similarly because I think the show is very slow, but I think the pacing works in the end because it all kind of comes together. But on its own, those first couple episodes definitely aren't like there's not much to them, to be honest. It's more so when it comes together towards the end of the season. I think the last 6 episodes were like really, really solid stuff. But yeah, I understand that perspective though.
I think they lost me when they started playing paper, scissors, rock, and that's or
that was
in that second episode. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Really?" After that, I was like, "Okay, I'm not sure I want to continue this." But again, I do want to be fair because again, I've heard it does get better, and I've heard that episodes 7, 8, and 9 are some of the best stuff that Star Wars.
I would say 8 and 9 specifically.
Yeah, I've heard that that's some of the best stuff Disney's done for Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
I heard it went woke, so no interest.
I think whatever you think the best Disney has done for Star Wars is entirely subjective, and I think a lot of people really conflate Andor to be something much greater than it actually is.
Well, admittedly so. It is a very low bar when we're talking about the good stuff that Disney's done. So
I suppose that's a matter of perception.
Yeah, perception. I don't know. No idea. And again, I haven't even watched Star Wars Visions yet. And
I haven't seen the second season of that.
I've seen nothing of it. Nothing.
I watched it, but I don't know. It was a weird show because it's like I respected it because it was like really cool animation and stuff, but I could not give a crap about any of the stories that were being told in that. I don't know. They were like 10-minute like short kind of things, so it wasn't. I don't know. I just didn't really care for it.
Let me see. What am I even missing on this yet? I haven't seen Tales of the Underworld, the new kind of mini series that came out. Still have not seen Skeleton Crew. Not seen it at all. Didn't finish The Acolyte. I'm looking here. I haven't seen nothing of Bad Batch. Nothing. There's a lot of stuff I'm just not caught up on. I don't know. I feel like I'll get down eventually watching this stuff again, but I don't know. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, I forgot. They have they're freaking all like the old like Ewoks, Cavern of Courage, Star Wars on here, Faithful Wookiee, Ewoks. Oh my god.
Goodness gracious.
Vintage stuff. Oh yeah, the micro series, the Clone Wars. The stuff that's not canon.
Stuff Kennedy Tartakovsky did?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I've not seen that either.
No. It's actually not bad. I like it.
I heard it's good. I heard that the explanation of why Grievous has a cough is really cool in this. I don't know what it is though, but they say that they like the explanation of how he gets that cough in episode 3.
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
Fuck. Darren.
I know, right?
Darren. Well, he doesn't like wokeness, so I guess we're gonna bring him in to stop the wokeness. What's up, Jake?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hanging out, man. Hanging out.
Hear you.
What's up? What's up?
They just fucking sucked, so I knew I needed to get on here.
Are you drinking?
Should be, but no.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll be okay. We all
Yeah,
had a crap day. We all had a crap day.
Right. But no, I mean, I'm one of the people that really enjoyed Endor, and I know it. There were things that resonated with me, that didn't resonate with the people, and that's fine. I get that, but I like that we actually saw what some of the, I guess, for lack of a better term, like first, third world effects. Like we saw the stuff that happens, like all the big stuff that happens from the films and the other series. We saw how that affects the everyday person, and I just think it was some of the best world building the series has ever done. There was like a lore and a history to each planet that they that they went to, because you didn't really get a lot of that from Star Wars until the TV shows came out. Like they would just go to a place, and then that would be the setting for your big action piece. You knew nothing about said place, so that's why I liked that series. But again, I know like me and Ronan are in a minority.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. This revealed Angela Barnes will direct episodes of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Her previous work includes Ironheart, Loot, and Atlanta. Okay. I have no idea. Just saw that pop up. Yep, Superman. Yeah, we haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah,
Superman.
we haven't got.
It looks like a Superman movie. Looks like there's characters from DC in it. I liked it. I liked the trailer. What'd you guys think of it?
Looks good. Don't have any complaints.
I liked it. I'm excited for the film. So
there you go. There you go.
I liked it. Didn't blow my head off, but really did like it overall.
Okay. Yeah, I like the fact that I love like the opening scene in the trailer where Lois is interviewing Clark, Superman, and she gets right to the point, like, hey, this is this. Like, well, what do you mean? I actually did stop a war, blah, 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 blah. It's right. Like, but you invaded a country illegally. Like, you're representing the United States. Like, I'm not representing the United States. I'm representing myself. And I was doing what I needed to do. And I was trying to stop people from dying. It's like, I like that approach in terms of like, because like that is a big thing that they've really kind of hammered in the comics, is like, oh, he represents America, but like that's not really like he represents the entire world. Like I even like that Superman and Lois even addressed that too in that show. Yeah, he went and saved a submarine, a North Korean submarine. He went out of his way to save them, and then he's getting berated about it. He's like, but I'm for the people. Like I'm not for one nation.
Right. Like I was literally just thinking of that scene. It's like, I can't give my allegiance to America because I gave it to the world a long time ago. It's like that is just Superman.
100%. Yes. I really liked it. I think I'm already sold. I don't need to see anything else. Obviously they're going to release more footage, but I'm already sold. I'm already sold on it.
There was a nice contrast compared to the first teaser and this one, whereas, the first teaser, there was like next to no dialogue except from the one crypto line. And then this was like the polar opposite of that.
Yeah, that was good.
Plus the score for the trailer was really, really well done.
I agree. Yeah.
What did you think, Phil? He's muted himself.
Sorry, I'm just putting the final touches on my thoughts. I mean, I'm wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
I liked more than I didn't. And I think that fucking murder my neighbor's dogs. Hold on one second. I liked more than I did not. I think there's some stuff that could be polished a little bit. I think visually, nothing in this movie holds a candle to the last iteration of Superman, to put that out there. I know some people probably won't agree with me. I frankly don't give a shit. I think it's very interesting that James Gunn took some cues from Snyder's take on the character, in that, the cause and effect that Superman has on the world globally and what he's done and how the government looks at him and how press looks at him, et cetera, et cetera. But I think the thing that I'm kind of wrestling with is, do I like David Corenswet's Superman after hearing him speak and talk in this movie, in this trailer? I'm not really sure that I like an arrogant Superman, but at the same time, I remember that this is a very young and wet behind the ears Superman. I definitely don't like a witty, banterful Superman that says, "Hey, buddy, eyes up here." Like, I thought that was kind of corny. The whole "Mom, I cleaned your boots" thing, also kind of corny. I think Eve Tessmacher taking a selfie while destruction is happening in the background is fucking stupid, to put it plainly. I really am not a fan of the John Williams theme being used again, regardless of the fact that it's retrofitted and used in a different tune and it's under a different noise or a different instrument, if you will. I think going back to that is just hurt them when it comes to Superman. Personally, I think it's just not a good idea. It didn't work with Justice League. It didn't work at the end of Black Adam. I don't know why they're just like, oh, let's just change the instrumental of it and see if it lands. Fuck no. This is a different version of Superman. Have the balls to make a new Superman theme. Stop going back to that fucking well. Look, I get it. James Gunn is a huge fan of that movie. A lot of people are a huge fan of that 78 movie. Watch that movie now. It's good for what it is, but it does not hold up. That version of Superman is beyond outdated. He is not the American hero. Truth, justice, and the American way has lost its fucking meaning. What it means to be American is such a difficult conversation to have now in 2025. Superman has evolved past that, and I think it's time everyone, his fans included, start acting like it too. But they can't. They can't let go of this image of Christopher Reeve and what he embodied in one single fucking movie, because let's face it, the other 3 movies he was in weren't that great compared to the first film. I don't know. Like, I enjoyed what I saw in the trailer for the most part, but there were things in it where I'm like, nope, don't really like that. But at the same time, like, I am a fan of Superman. I did like the interview with Lois Lane. I like that's the tipping point of whether or not they're going to be a long-lasting relationship. It's that very first interview. That's a very interesting approach to it. I don't really care about Guy Gardner. I think Mr. Terrific looks terrific. Hawkgirl, like, it's funny to me that Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl got more lines in a fucking Peacemaker trailer than they did in this trailer when their first appearance is going to be in this movie. And I'm just like, all right, cool. There's connectivity there, I guess, but still, I would have liked to have actually hear what they have to say in regards to everything going on. Surprisingly, Nicholas Hoult, I think, is going to be a pretty great Lex Luthor. I just hope to God he doesn't scream like Gene Hackman did. But I guess that's kind of my long-winded. I liked it, but asterisks.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, the take about the John Williams theme being reused, I actually like. I didn't think about that too much, but I do actually agree. Like, I prefer when new iterations of characters get their own theme completely. I'm still holding on hope that they will give him his own theme in the movie itself. Maybe that theme was just being saved for the trailers, but probably not. They probably will have that theme be very present in the movie. And I think it's better for the character to move past that theme. Let that theme stay with that specific iteration of the character. And I mean, they did. I mean, look at the Batman, very iconic new theme for the new Batman with Robert Pattinson. I think that's just the better route to go.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the best things you can do for all these different adaptations. You know, like all the different adaptations of Batman, Superman, Spider-Man that we've all had. Mm-hmm. They all have their own distinct themes, which sets them apart from each other and gives them their own unique identity. So, exactly. like this Superman will need to. I don't know if the word I want to say is stand out, but it needs to feel like he is, his own version and not. I mean, you're going to see stuff where it's borrowing from other versions, but you don't want that to be so apparent where you're sitting there looking, oh, okay, this is just trying to do what this thing did, or that's trying to do what that thing did. And it's not the most difficult thing to do either, just to give that character his own theme, because like you just mentioned, they did it with Batman, they've done it with every Spider-Man so far, even though Tom Holland's was just more of the classic 60s cartoon theme. Like, there was a part of it that was kind of rescored and reverbed, although I think that might have just been for the trailers for those movies and not the movies themselves. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I think it's another theme.
Yeah, well, like the new Brave and the Bold, when that ever starts going in, he's going to have a new Batman theme. That's the hope. Hopefully we don't get like a Keaton rework
Oh,
and
they're
shit.
definitely Danny Elfman's theme.
Right. I mean, I love that theme, but I mean, can we?
It doesn't need to be in this DCU.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be.
That's what they did with Justice League. Yeah, they used I think they used Danny Elfman's theme and John Williams' theme, right?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know for sure if the John Williams theme is going to be the theme for this movie, or
it's John Murphy.
It could just be for the trailer.
It's John Murphy's rendition of it under like an electric guitar and a bunch of other shit. Like, it's very clear that they're reusing it more or less, which I think is kind of a mistake.
Yeah.
And you know what's kind of like ironic about that? John Murphy, I'm pretty positive he was the composer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 as well, right? And it was a different composer than the first two Guardians of the Galaxy films. And a criticism I had for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is that he didn't reuse much of the music at all from those movies. Like, the main Guardians theme was almost not used at all, except for like one tiny little moment. And I was like, well, why would you have the main theme for the Guardians kind of like just suddenly switch up in the third film? Like, I get it's a different composer, but you should respect the different versions of the different films that had that score. But now with John Murphy with this, I mean, I guess we don't know for sure what it's going to sound like in the film itself, but if they are just reusing a lot of the same general concept of John Williams' theme, I don't know. That's just kind of ironic that it's like the complete opposite with that.
Yeah, I want to address this comment here. So he's talking about obviously Phil and his whole discussion that he just had. So Phil is not saying that the movie is going to be shit or whatever. He is saying based off the trailer and the marketing that is being shown, this is how he feels. You can criticize the marketing all day. My issue is if like people start saying, okay, well, the movie's going to be complete shit because I don't like what they've done in the marketing. Well, you can say the marketing is shit, but you haven't seen the movie yet. So you can't comment on the quality of the movie. Like, that's why this whole discussion about the music, we don't know what the actual film is going to include. We don't know what's going to be in it. We don't know what the actual movie is actually going to be overall. We're just going off of a 3-minute trailer that is a small chunk of this movie that James Gunn put together and worked on for months to get this trailer out. He's criticizing the things he didn't like about the trailer. He's not going and attacking the movie. Like, he's giving his thoughts. He's going to go see the film when it comes out. And at that point, he can criticize or whatever the film when it comes out, but that's not what he's doing. I don't know what you're trying to do here. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my response to you. Film, whatever the fuck your name is. I'm sorry my opinion made you mad to where you felt compelled to type said comments in this stream. Stay mad. Go outside. Put your feet on some grass. Fly a kite. I don't know. Fucking
fly a kite.
Boo-hoo. Like, dude, I'm literally wearing the fucking shirt for the fucking movie. What do you want from me?
He supported it already. He bought a shirt.
I'm going to watch the fucking movie. Like, fucking, come on, man. You know what? Never mind.
You shouldn't have to have these conversations.
You're entitled to your opinion, Phil, and that's the thing. You're entitled to it.
It's almost why it's called an opinion.
Don't know if this is true or not, but apparently this guy says he was in the movie. Okay, if that's true, cool.
People love lying about this movie, don't they? Kidding.
I mean, I don't know. He could have been. Who knows? I don't know.
I saw this exact same comment somewhere else. I don't know if it was the same person, but I've seen someone say this about the Bavarian soldiers. It was on another video, I think. It could have been the same person, though. I don't know.
Well, I do like the fact because I mean, the first original teaser, we saw the kid raise the flag up, and we see like a little scene of that. Like, apparently, this is a big thing. Maybe that's why he was arrested in the trailer. Like, he invaded this country without permission or whatever the fuck. And like, well, we got to go arrest Superman. Okay, why? He's stopping a war, whatever.
I'm gonna say he invaded their airspace or something like that.
Probably. I bet they said because Lois said you invaded their country illegally. So yeah, that's probably what it is. They invaded airspace without their permission. It's like, well, what is he supposed to do? Like, let it happen? Just let people just needlessly die for no reason? Right. If he could do something to prevent it, why not? Like, who cares? Yeah,
it seems like it's going to be one of the parts of the major conversation.
Yeah. And I bet it's going to be a continuing theme throughout the DCU is, okay, you have powers and these people have powers, but are we just to let them freely do whatever the hell they want? Because I think it's something that even the animated stuff like focused on. I remember it was Justice League. What was it? Justice League War or Doom? Doom. What? No, it was where Batman had contingencies in case people were left unchecked.
Justice League Doom.
Yeah, where you had Batman basically say, look, what happens if we go unchecked? What happens if all of a sudden Superman gets mind controlled or he decides to go evil? Do we have any plans to stop it? So maybe the question is, if we don't put things in check where Superman just shows up and does whatever he wants and he thinks he's in the right, what if we don't agree with that? Right. And maybe that's the point they're trying to make. Is like, yeah, sure, you have all these powers, but what if you invading is actually causing more damage? Invading, but the way they see it. Oh,
well, then you have two different sets, at least in the trailer, of privatized superheroes, because you have the ones with Flag and the DOJ, and then you have Lords with Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl, and then he's a free agent, just kind of
I think there's like a whole
adhering
thing
to one or the other.
I think they try to like recruit him for the justice whatever they're doing. I think that's part of the plot too.
The Justice Bros,
the Justice Gang or whatever, because then they can say, okay, well, he's under our guidance, so he's good now. But he's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's not me.
There's one thing I did notice in the trailer. I don't know if nobody picked it up, but there's the Maxwell Lord building in the trailer as well. And there's a big, I believe that's the big fight when he says, "Oh, look up big, look up." Thing in that scene, and when he flew up, that's when I noticed it. That could be the reason why he goes to goes to City Hall.
Yeah,
potentially, yeah. Because I mean, like every Superman adaptation, or at least like some of the more recent ones, some point or another, they've hit that question of like, what should the public do with somebody who has powers like this? And I think that's going to be another one of the big parts in this movie is the public eventually trusting him, because one of the core cruxes of Superman, if he goes out of check with his powers and starts going rogue, then he loses the trust of all the people that he's sworn to protect.
Yeah. And I think Jeffrey's right here I think this is going to start planting the seeds for him creating his own team that has no allegiance to anything. Like they are a team.
To the planet.
Yeah, to the planet. Like they have no allegiance to a specific country, whatever. And that's probably why they're probably going to have the tower out in space. Because if you have like the Hall of Justice somewhere in America, oh, you're based in America, that means your allegiance. Like, no, they're probably going to be up in space out. Like, nope. And that's probably, And then whatever transpires in terms of this discussion about him invading like a territory or whatever, invading a country illegally, this is probably going to have ramifications for the future of the DCU. So whatever transpires here is going to have rippling effects for the next projects, which I think is smart, because if he's going to be put in check, or they're going to have this big discussion, that means, okay, then the rest of the heroes like Hawkgirl and Green Lantern, like they're going to have a thing. How does this affect the Lantern show? How does this affect Batman and his whole Bat family in Gotham? Like,
Yeah, they might see that one as something that's easier to, I guess, put a handle on, because Batman and family are at the end of the day human. Superman is not.
True, but they are interfering with police, matters and things.
Right.
So, and also with Nightwing also being Bloodhaven, they've now expanded outside of a city, and where exactly does Bloodhaven, like in this DCU, where does Bloodhaven, like what state is that in versus where Gotham State is? Like what, like, are they now expanding more outside of like a state issue? It's now a national issue. There's a lot of questions about that too. So you never know. Right. And then with Superman involved, if he shows up to Gotham or whatever, now there's the association. Okay, well, wait a minute. Now you work with Superman. What does that mean? So
I mean,
it's interesting.
There is one way that you can know. Wait for the movies to come out.
No, that can't happen. No, I need to know right now. James Gunn, let's get James Gunn on the call right now. Let's see what he can tell us. I want all the information. right here, right
Because
now.
I think part of it too, just like, and maybe he will obviously, I would assume win them over in the end, but it's also seeing him, do what he thinks is right in the moment, which appears to be counter to what the public feels, which is kind of interesting too. Because I think that's probably part of the reason he's being detained. Probably most people don't agree with what he did, or for whatever it is.
Yeah.
It could be in the country thing. It could be something else. Who knows what he's getting into when he's trying to intervene or save somebody on the fly.
It's gonna be the fun of how they go about it, because it's basically their version of Civil War, kinda. Like it's their way of like addressing like
Kind of the same conversation
in terms of public perception. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's why we already have Maxwell Lord already having, because since this world's already been lived in, they probably have already had this discussion. But now we have a guy who's now a couple of years into being Superman. It changes everything. They've never had somebody this powerful before on planet Earth. Now, how do you handle that? Because let's be honest, if he decided to turn and go against the freaking Justice Gang, they're done for.
Right.
They're done. So how do we handle this?
When you brought up Doom earlier, it just made me think that response that they have to that question in that movie, where like they say, hey, like we are among the most powerful forces on this planet, but like it's possible that any of us could be corrupted. And Superman says to Batman, he says, none of us would ever do that to you. He goes, then you're damn fools. Like
Yeah,
they don't. I mean, like you can call it, Batman being paranoid, but he's got a right to be. I mean, if like a couple of warheads go off, then who knows what can happen.
yeah. Think about like the whole Justice League, the animated series. You had the Justice Lords from an alternative universe. They obviously look different than the actual Justice League, but that would still apply, because if you have an evil Superman showing up from a parallel universe, okay, you already have something in place that could stop him. You already know what you need to do.
Yeah, and anything could turn them, because like they lost it because Flash got killed and Lex Luthor became president. So anything could tip them over.
Speaking of which, there's a moment in the trailer where Lois Lane asks Superman if he consulted the president, and then they deliberately show you a shot of Lex Luthor. I wonder if he is president or if he's running for president in this movie.
It's possible.
I noticed that too.
Yeah,
And I wasn't sure if that was the implication or not.
I bet he is. I wouldn't be
Because that would be
surprised.
fun.
It'd be interesting to see Lex at this stage of his early years, so to say, in this universe, being a president compared to a veteran, like, let's say 15 to 20 years down the line as president.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also did the same thing when she mentioned Secretary of Defense, and they show up Rick Flag, and I'm like, well, is he the leader of Argus, or is he the head of Secretary of Defense? Is he acting on behalf of the Secretary of Defense? Like, there's a lot of questions posed in this trailer. Like, also, what the fuck is going on with
Yeah, I thought that
Metamorpho?
was weird too.
Yeah.
Like the Rick Flag cut, because it kind of clashed with what we've heard so far, unless that something changes between. Or
I mean, I don't
promoted, or maybe he is the head of Argus, but also got appointed as.
Yeah, like are they one in the same position?
Possibly.
Yeah. So like, there's that, and then there's like the whole like, what the fuck is going on with Metamorpho?
Yeah.
No
He's got
idea.
like a kryptonite on his hand. I'm just like, okay, all right. I like Metamorpho. He's one of my favorite underrated DC characters, and when he shows up in anything, it's always a fucking. You never know what's going to happen because he's just unpredictable. He's a good wild card to have. So, I think Anthony Kerrigan's a good actor too. But like, there's a lot of good stuff in this trailer that kind of outweighed the bad for me. But like, I think the big thing that I really liked was like conversation that John tells Clark. He's like, your choices, your actions, that's what makes you who you are.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Especially considering like this movie comes out on the day that his dad, it would have been his dad's birthday and his dad passed away. So I'd imagine that whatever like conversations he has with Clark and John is probably inspired by things that him and his father had, which I can respect wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all you people who say I'm a fucking James Gunn hater, there you go.
Yeah.
And the fact that he came out and said that he only figured out how to write this film or how to write the story after his dad passed says a lot about where he's at. And I really think, based on, they've showed that shot now twice in the teaser, now this trailer, where that conversation with John, I really think that that's going to be very important to their overall, like, what makes Clark, what makes him this Superman is that relationship with Mom and Pa Kent.
Yeah.
And I think, and it's very important, which it needs to be in general, but I think this is going to be even more so, more personal for James Gunn to kind of get this off his chest into this character.
That's one thing that I can appreciate with this, is that you feel that there is, creative passion behind it. Like you can like or dislike some of the stuff you see, regardless of whatever way you go. This doesn't appear to be one of those films that's just, like a corporate slotted product. It's like, oh, we got to get this thing out to get to the next thing. It seems like people actually cared making this movie.
Yeah.
So I got a question for Phil though. What do you think of the engineer, her display on the trailer?
I mean, at first, if you're a fan of Superman the Animated Series, one could mistake her for Mercy Graves.
Right.
But I was actually really surprised with how well those special effects shots look, especially with her turning her hands into saw blades. I was like, oh, okay, that's new. Very interesting to see that her and Lex Luthor just trot right into the Fortress of Solitude, and she just fucks those robots up. That was very interesting. I gotta hear her talk. I'm at the point now where I can admire what Nicholas Holt's doing with Lex Luthor, but now I got to hear the engineer talk. I got to see how this character operates in this universe, and if it's swell enough, I would imagine that hopefully that would kick an Authority project back off of the back burner. But
yeah,
we'll
because
see.
it hasn't been outright canceled yet, despite what people want to claim.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this movie actually does. This was funny. I was having this conversation with my mom. Superman actually comes out on her birthday, and I told her, I was like, listen, it doesn't matter how good or bad like the movie is, like it doesn't matter the quality and the systems. I said, you will always be able to brag about the fact that you had a better comic movie come out on your birthday than I did, because the one that came out on mine was fucking Love and Thunder.
Oh, I had it worse.
Oh yeah, you did. I will give you that. Yeah, you did.
He is here. I've been waiting for this for an hour. What's up, Darren?
Hello.
What's on your head?
Flamingo hat.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Do you like bend your head over to feed it sometimes?
Yeah.
Why not?
Jake,
That's not one. That's not one of the new hats, right?
No, I've had
okay.
this for like a year.
I figured you did, but I couldn't remember. I was like, is that the same one?
What were you
Jake,
saying, Darren?
I will always have you beat. And your mom beat, I assume. I saw
What?
Across the Spider-Verse
What?
on my birthday.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
I think you're saying worst movie. So like,
Yeah,
usually,
as far as
if you had a
worst.
worst movie,
Yeah. I'm saying I will always have those beat.
yeah, he'll always beat you.
Yeah. I was about to say, I was like, what? Now you're going to tell me you didn't like Across the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, it should have been Peter. Just kidding.
Oh, wow!
Coming out swinging.
Into the woke verse.
Exactly.
Suddenly I'm kicked off the stream.
Oops.
Oops, hand slip.
Aw. Yeah, the hand slipping. Exactly.
How we doing?
Good. What you think of the Superman trailer?
I loved it.
Okay.
That was incredible. I every day I'm like, I need this
Fantastic.
movie more and more.
Did you cry?
I should have.
I should have. That response,
It was
I
good enough to
should've.
cry, but I didn't.
Well, then you didn't love it enough, apparently.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
In
You'll
order for
I
you to
believe-
cried
like
at that
something, you
Smurf
gotta
trailer,
cry.
though.
Yeah, you'll believe a
That's
man.
for sure.
You'll believe a man can cry.
I mean, yeah. In order for you to show your true appreciation and love for something, you have to cry,
Yeah,
and you have to know everything about it.
of course.
Apparently.
Apparently.
We're getting woke. What's up, Mike?
Oh, you didn't have to do that. Damn.
You're the
Damn.
one who commented saying, "I think this channel needs to get more woke." You commented.
No. Well, because apparently, a man expressing his feelings for humanity, Apparently, that's giving a feminine traits. I've seen some comments online,
Oh.
just because mom made his, got his boots for him, or even made his suit, possibly, right? No, you can't let a woman do that, right? That's giving some baby crap,
They did that in Superman and Lois, and no one complained about it, though.
No. But we have amnesia. You have to understand, and we're hypocritical.
Nobody
So-
complaining about that actually watched Superman and Lois, though.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah,
because
if you're making all these statements saying, oh, this isn't right, this is wrong, then it tells me you haven't watched it.
yeah, but
It was in one scene in the pilot episode. If you're mad about all of 30 seconds of footage, get fucked. For real. And I say this as someone who prefers the whole it's made on Krypton and it's a Kryptonian thing. Yeah, cool. His mom made it too. There's multiple ways a suit can get fucking made, okay?
Yeah.
Fly kite.
yeah, 'cause I saw somebody for me, the comment of Martha, saying that I get the boots for him. I mean, coming just from
cute.
a country, side of me, and I'll get my family from Mississippi, the mother side. So just that wholesome, nature of it all, and they have a farm, and everything, and it's just that culture, that aspect
It's
of
just
it.
kind of normal.
It's normal, but it's so
Yeah.
small, but yet so significant, to that. But to the point of the costume, if she actually made it, then it all the criticism of the suit just goes away. But then some people no, that's not an excuse, because even then when the comics, the suit still fit. I'm yeah, because it's drawn, idiot. But anyway,
Still fit in the comic book, yeah, no fucking shit, Sherlock.
It fits because I drew it to fit, nerd.
Oh my
Fuck,
god!
man.
But but to put Phil's
God.
point, I actually I mean, there's some parts of it that was kind of questionable, but I'm not trying to get overly ecstatic, because I was at CinemaCon when they had the footage and everything, and I'm I hadn't gotten the moment where it's okay, I was as a comic reader, I'm I'm loving this, but am I just gonna be sold on the movie from a film critic perspective, right? Because again, we still have not. I mean, debatable. I'm not gonna try to get into another argument, but universally, we have not had a well-rounded Superman movie since Superman 2. So Man of Steel, I love Man of Steel. I think it's one of my most underrated superhero films of all time, and it's in the top 5 of those. But overall, Superman 2 is the last one. Then you get to Superman 3, then you get Quest of Peace, all of everything. Superman Returns, same thing. It's always been divisive, and I'm I would like to have a film now in the modern age where we all collectively, even though obviously you get outliers and all that stuff, but collectively say this was decent and this is a good step forward. Because I think all of the stuff in terms of the suit, even cinematography wise, think about it. Look at the first Avengers film, cinematography wise, and look at Infinity War. There's a vast difference in terms of quality there. And not saying that Avengers, whoever cinematography was bad or anything, but you can just tell a clear difference. Look at look at the Captain America suit in the first Avengers movie, and then look at Endgame.
Yeah,
night and day. It's night and day. But I think narratively, the fact of again, even seeing him getting his ass kicked mostly in this trailer, that is symbolic. Symbolically, is represents. Listen, when moments of him being invincible, it's earned. Because it's this is yes, you have a younger Superman, but at the same time, we understand even in comics, it's been difficult to even write who you're gonna face, the strongest superhero in all of creation, right? That is narratively, it put writers, even fans into a back against the corner. We're I mean, who else can you fight? Goku? I mean, that's actually seemed reasonable, right? That's why we actually have threats where extraterrestrial, Brainiac, whatever that might be, that could seem somewhat believable, but at the end of the day, starting from a root of no, let's see him getting his butt kicked. So a point where the moments of that is earned, even though you already is implied, yes, this is the Man of Steel, right? Because I mean, again, I don't need to be reiterated how strong of this god or a complex that this character needs to be. The small interactions, him being human, is why I got attached to him in the Superman anime series when I was watching with my dad, on Saturday mornings. So even then, the parts where it is corny, yes, because we're nerds. I'm married. I can be corny. I have the same conversation. My wife is questioning me. I'm how can you say that? I'm just doing what I'm trying to do. It's like, well, you didn't ask me a question, and here I am, holding you accountable. That's what relationships is. That's realistic. And cinematically, I haven't seen that in the longest time. TV, we've had plenty of interactions. Animation, plenty of interactions with Clark and Lois, and that's like textbook. But like to see that, it's like I'm just eating all of that up. I think Rachel's gonna be the star of this movie. My personal opinion. And when the casting announcement came out, I was like, that was perfect. David, I think he's gonna be great, but I'm like, a good Lois Lane that challenges, but not for the sense of the sort of agenda, but that's just who the character is, and then that has so much influence with other characters in the DC universe and stuff. So it just, I to me, on paper with the character moments, I'm loving.
It's all right.
But yeah, aside from that, I'm still iffy, but again, I'm having faith that this is gonna, end of the day, we're gonna have a good one here. So
it's all right, Mike. You can breathe.
Yeah.
Before we continue, Bob has to head out. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for having me on. I always have a blast. So
of course, man.
It's great talking to you guys.
Have a good night, man.
See you. Take care.
Please come. Yeah,
Bye.
please come back.
Speaking of that, I think I got to head out as well.
See you, man. Thanks for being here.
I appreciate the invite.
Yeah.
It's fun
Nice
to
meet
meet
you.
Have a good rest of your day, man. See you.
Thank you.
See you
later.
Bye. Who the fuck?
It's kind of further on Mike's point. Like, I think that's something that one of the best Superman stories do is they make him human. They show you the man along with the super, because
show
like,
you the man.
I bet you will. It's like if you were just getting all of that, he would be a lot less interesting than he is. I mean, I do have my criticisms of what we've seen from Gunn so far. Not saying I hate the movie, and the movie's not out yet. Have critiques, but when I can't remember what interview this was in, but Gunn described Superman like just the way he sees him, and he said, "Kindness in a world that sees kindness as old-fashioned." I was like, I think that's what the world kind of needs right now.
Yeah, and like I think it's really smart to. Obviously, we don't know yet, but it seems like the ultimate villain of the movie, or like the ultimate problem of the movie, isn't necessarily going to be Lex or these various villains. It's going to be like the people of the world, and it's going to be Clark having to prove himself to humanity. And I think that's a really like Mike said, I think it's really smart to start there, to start on the ground level. It's man versus man. It's public perception. And then you can move up in the world. You could do your Toymans, your Brainiacs, your Lobos, your stuff like that. You can just go up and up and up as you go forward.
Yeah, like a conflict on principle and moral, and values. I think I think argument to be made about Civil War. That hey, what was actual? Baron, being the villain, but what was the actual conflict? The conflict was just on the principles and the fact of on the people what they stand on, that they got put against each other, but also someone that's standing back and no, I'm just putting you guys. I just want to see you guys go at it.
Are we the bad guys actually?
Him. Go ahead, Joe.
Joe.
Excuse me, Joy.
Who's Joe?
Hey, I saw the name like
Joe.
Sorry, my bad.
No, I mean they say it point blank in Civil War. It's like like an empire that's shot from the outside can repair itself. One that crumbles from within, that's dead. It's like, like if these guys do not have a strong foundation, they're going to do more damage to themselves than any villain can.
I don't know if he has a tie on. I don't know what's going on here. What's up, Ronan?
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Yeah, is that a tie, man?
I'm in Vegas.
Fuck yeah, you are.
Oh yeah,
but not when I'm there. What the hell, man?
I'm sorry, dude. You got there before me.
You gambling?
We might. I don't know.
Let's go gambling.
Okay. So listen, my friend is getting married this Sunday at EDC, and so we're here for the bachelorette. So give a shout out to my friend June over here. Give him a shout out for getting married.
Hey.
You're doomed.
Wait, are you at the horseshoe?
You see you're doomed?
I'm on the
Well, are you at the horseshoe?
Yeah, this is the horseshoe. Yeah.
Okay, that's where I stayed at. Yeah, for CinemaCon. Yeah,
hell yeah.
The wallpaper.
Good bar.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
So what happened? Like, what are you guys talking about right now?
We were talking Superman a little bit. Trailer's too woke for me, honestly. Let's be honest.
What did I miss? I was getting a steak. What did I miss?
Ronan is in
Ronan.
Vegas.
Yeah, he's in Vegas.
Yeah.
Why is Ronan in Vegas?
His
wedding.
friend's getting married.
Oh,
Bachelorette.
cool, man. Good for you.
Yeah, man.
I know you're having a great day.
We'll see. We'll see how the night is young.
Yeah, just be careful of the
No,
I
I
don't want to say the sex workers, but women in professions that we do not discriminate by gender nor principle. Are in the lobby.
I just knew
When
he
you go
was.
to the elevator, pass into
just-
casinos. Just
I
letting you
just
know.
know that he had a great day watching that trailer. That's what I was getting at. Jesus.
Oh,
I
okay,
know
yeah.
where he's
I had a
at.
blast.
I was gonna say,
Ronan
Mike,
wakes up and he's broke. He is zero money left. He's done for.
I was
He's
gonna say
stuck
Mike had
there.
a point. Like he is the central hub for that stuff.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do the walk of shame all the way to the airport.
Yeah, you
Hell
will.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So, Ronan, what was your favorite part about the trailer?
It was the guy helping Kal-El out. That was sweet. That was a beautiful moment. And then, I mean, we're getting the Terrifics, or I guess the JL, and that one shot. That was cool. And I think Rachel Brosnahan is just killing it already, just in the trailers as Lois. And that opening said volumes. And yeah, I'm like, okay, that's all I want to know. Keep us in the dark until July.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna put at least one more thing out just to announce tickets. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they have one more thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of teasers and little TV
Teasers.
spots
Little teasers.
and
TV spots. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
teasers.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the name of a club. Never mind.
I wonder if they're going to show off Supergirl in the marketing before the movie comes out.
No way.
I hope
I
not.
don't think so.
No,
I doubt
don't
it.
think so.
No.
You're gonna be
Heavily.
in the film or a post-credit scene or something like that, like at the
Yeah.
ending of the film.
Boys, I gotta head out. I just want you to stop by and say hi to everybody.
Yeah, man.
If
Have fun.
it's- All right.
Have
If
fun,
somehow
good
you don't hear from me within 24 hours, just watch Hangover and just follow the instructions.
Okay.
Safe and wrap up.
We'll find you on the bed on the rooftop. Yep.
Which one of you
Yeah,
chow?
hanged over.
Yeah,
We're
Darren,
on
you're
it.
gonna track him down if he's late tomorrow.
Shut up, bitch.
I know. All right.
Much love, Ronan.
See you guys.
man.
Have fun.
Later.
Bye.
Take care, Ron.
Bye.
Chainsaw, I'm about to send you something that's gonna make you fucking cream.
Okay.
I'm
Wait,
dead
wait,
serious.
Real quiet when you
Hold-
said that. That
hold
was
on.
hilarious.
On Discord?
Yes, on Discord. I'm dead
Okay.
serious. I'm not even fucking joking.
I think I
You-
might know what it is, but
I
let's
think
see.
you might, but I just, man, I'm seeing this and I'm fucking happy. I'm fucking happy.
I think I know what it is.
Mike is
Oh, I'm
suddenly
fucking
so close to the
happy.
camera.
Mike is
Oh, yep.
Yep. Oh God.
Let's share the screen.
I'm scared.
You shouldn't.
no,
be.
We're
I know what it
exposing.
is.
We're exposing Darren. He's a fake content creator.
No.
Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I retweeted that just while we were talking.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
What the
Dude,
hell's up with
love
these
this
giant
franchise so
gauntlet
much.
looking guys?
It's the Infinity Gauntlet. Don't think about it.
Infinity Gauntlet.
I think they had to mitigate or like some fears after they publicly canceled Missing Link earlier today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
And this shot of
I'm
King
not
Mickey.
surprised.
King Mickey is playable in the game.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, he's been a couple times.
Yeah,
But I mean, I
Or
think,
not
it's like
a
an
little
actual
stealth
level.
section.
Yeah.
God, this looks.
I don't
fucking
know.
Gorgeous.
Dude, I can't fucking wait. Oh my god, I will quit life. So I
So
can play
a
it.
random shot of a phone. It's like, oh, there's a phone.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
saw that. I was like, maybe that's how you access levels, like the Matrix.
That phone's gonna be a plot point.
I mean, you have your apartment as your world hub.
Yeah, they're
Right.
gonna use the phone as a way to beat Mickey.
Just
I
club
just-
him to death with it.
Club with the fucking phone. Fuck
I-
you, King.
I just look at this screenshot of all these heartless beings and Sora on the Keyblade and Converse, and I'm just like, God, this is how far. It's like how it started, how it's going, and I'm
Yeah.
just so fucking happy because I love Kingdom Hearts.
Going
so
from
much.
young Sora with
It's
his banana
my
shoes,
favorite thing in the world.
his nanner shoes.
yeah.
Okay, so if this realistic world is what we're going for,
Dude, those Heartless look wicked.
I know. What are the odds we actually get a Star Wars and Marvel world in this
It has
game?
to happen.
I
Has to.
fucking hope so.
By default,
It's all but confirmed in the trailer we got.
That one.
It's hard to disprove that it's not. I think, but
Yeah.
who knows? It's literally the layout from Battlefront.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts.
Like
I wouldn't be surprised if the Marvel stuff
copy and
is
paste.
the first Avengers.
Yeah.
I think the first. I
Yeah.
think it's the Battle of New York.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
Why
really
why would you do anything else?
Yeah, because you get the original Avengers, and you're with Sora, and you fucking team up with Iron Man and shit, and Captain America. Like, yeah,
Okay,
Especially
let me
since you're in the
something.
alternate.
Kevin Feige with the Keyblade. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I need each ring on the key to be a different hat Kevin Feige wears.
Well, I'd say like how Sora always has like a crown, but on that
Yeah.
one, he has to have
Yeah.
a hat.
Yeah, there you go.
I
yeah.
expect something at the Summer Game Fest event that's happening next
If
month.
they drop, I mean that's real early development images there. I mean,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
In fairness, they've been
We'll
developing
see.
this for 3 years, if not longer.
that is
Right.
true.
Yeah, there was just
But-
a bad
and
precedent
who
that
knows
was-
how old these images of Kingdom Hearts 4 are? Like they put them out today, but who's to say that these images were not captured earlier this year?
Yeah.
And they're okay with these coming out, but you know,
Yeah. I just
Dude, I
don't want it to be
can't
one of those situations
fucking
because
wait.
like, all those game cancellations have set like a bad.
I will.
precedent.
But my channel will be on hiatus while I'm playing this. This isn't going to be a God of War situation. This is going to be Rebirth, where I'm still in Chapter 7 for a year. I'm going to be finishing this fucking game.
Wait, you're not done with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm not
I
not
got
even
to
close to
Chapter
being done. No.
Tifa is at my door, and I'm like, life happened, and I just haven't gone. I
Okay,
haven't
all right.
went back.
I'm giving you a
at
hard
my
time,
door.
but I get it, man.
Tifa's
get
at my door. Just the
I
way you
mean,
word
know,
that.
I've been
You
waiting-
have
I
to
can't
be a
let
damn
go.
fool to leave Tifa at the door, but hey.
Open the damn
Tifa go.
door.
No, she
You know,
can't
It's
let
this
go.
damn
No.
door.
Open the fucking door.
Yeah,
everybody
you,
do the dinosaur.
yeah, reload the game up, and you hear Tifa like, no, open the fucking door.
I think it's pretty safe to say though. that
Ben stars Tifa.
The wait between Kingdom Hearts 3 and 4 will nowhere near be as long as the wait between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3.
Oh God,
Imagine if
no.
it was though.
Oh, I'd cry. I'd fucking
probably
lose
be
my
dead.
shit. Because you go from 2005 to 2019. That's 15 fucking years.
We
God
had other
damn
Kingdom
it.
Hearts games. We did have
Well,
other Kingdom Hearts games.
That's fair.
That
Yeah,
is-
I was gonna say, I mean,
this is the longest we've gone without new content.
True.
So no, like Elder Scrolls is about to beat that though because like
Shut the fuck up. No one wants to talk
Shut-
about Elder Scrolls right now.
Put some respect on my goddamn.
No one
name.
wants to hear
Anyway,
your fucking lost.
No,
soul.
we're talking about Kingdom Hearts, and you bring up Bethesda bullshit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, I had to overtake you.
I play games at work. Damn it.
I used
That's
to, then I got in
funny.
trouble.
Mike is just like,
then you
no, I'm
took
not
a,
interested.
then you took a key to the knee.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now my
Oh,
question.
whoa,
Now,
what happened to Mike?
oh god.
Oh, no.
God.
Kingdom Hearts 4, Mike edition.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think the real question is, how is Donald and Goofy going to look in the real world?
Right.
Well, they got to get there first.
Well, let's say when they do, it's gonna be jarring as hell.
It's just a photoreal duck.
Yeah, that's what, no,
Just
That's the Aflac duck.
Heighten everything.
yeah, no, just base the images like they would look like at a Disney World exhibit or something.
They're just like in like the big old Disney World suits instead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because a goof's not a real thing. So
Says who?
Goofy's a dog.
Pluto's a dog.
Pluto looks like Goofy,
But
Except he
Goofy's a
doesn't.
goof.
but Goofy's also a dog.
He is a dog.
I was trying to find that. I saw an image someone made where it's literally just a duck and it has Donald's hat and the staff. Like it's just a duck.
Oh shit.
Oh, hey, question. Did you guys, I don't know if you guys ever talked about this, but regarding the YouTube is cracking down on people making fan-made trailers to movies.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's AI
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, they're cracking
Yeah.
down on.
Yeah, good.
But like before AI was actually a thing with this, it's like they've been doing that for years. Like, so I don't know, like
Before
Is-
though, it was like you could source what movie that shot was from. It was all spliced from
of course, but like
shit ton
they
of other
edit it.
things.
Right, but it would be cool to, like, so I'm just saying, like, I'm not, obviously it's copyright and yeah, I understand that, but I just think, like, man, like early stage YouTube and stuff, man, I used to watch like fan made, people were making fan made trailers
and those are fine. They're going
I
back
think
to
it's
AI.
just AI stuff that's kind of getting.
It's the AI stuff
interesting.
because there are people that are there's people that are uploading like Avengers Doomsday trailer.
I saw that one. Yeah.
So like you have those, and you had like the Invincible live action with Timothée Chalamet or something. As
horrible,
like
horrible.
Yeah. So here, this is Donald.
Gail.
That's Donald.
Hell yeah.
And there's Goofy.
Oh my god. Beautiful.
I told you he was a dog. You don't want to listen to me.
Yeah. It's not the ones it wasn't the ones I was looking for, but I was like, that was close enough. Oh my god.
Probably better than the ones you were looking for.
I got the damn chess set, so I love this shit.
Oh shit.
Oh dear God.
What?
He's on drugs. Holy shit.
Oh
so when you
no.
when you say you got the chess set, do you mean the chess set from the
Gosh.
from 3? That
Gosh.
okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope as fuck. That Xehanort and fucking Ericus are playing with.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope as shit.
As it was an irresponsible decision, but I have it.
Irresponsible.
$700.
Damn.
Hey man, I spent $480 on a Nintendo Switch too. I feel you.
It's not even playable. It's not a real chess set.
That's kind of a shame.
I mean, if you look at it, you can't like it's not even like laid out the same as a regular chessboard.
Aw.
You can't realistically even play chess. And the rules of whatever the hell game they actually play on it or use it for isn't known to us.
That's a
Us mere mortals.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
I'm glad this was brought up because I like there's no way
I thought of Phil immediately, unfortunately.
Yeah, like
Unfortunately.
when I found these a couple days ago, I'm like, there's no way we could actually bring this up now.
I'm
Oh my
goofing.
God.
I'm goofing.
What the?
Dog cranking the hog.
Literally,
He's goofing it.
he's goofing it right now.
Right on the back of Donald's head.
I'm goofing.
Through Donald's head.
Yeah, literally.
What?
Hell yeah,
I'm down with that.
down with that. Hell yeah.
Would be.
Omni, how was the room when they did that announcement a couple of weeks ago?
Oh.
The Hell of a Boss stuff.
Oh,
I
it
was like in that room, in that
It was
stadium.
insane. It was so loud. Thankfully, though, this time, because like last year, it was the back half trailer, which, you know, equally as eruptive, but there was like 4 teenage girls right behind me, and it was the shrillest screeching I've ever heard in my life. And they were just, that was all I could hear. But this time, it was just awesome. I mean, they didn't have as much to show this time around outside of that. So it was a lot of announcements, talking and stuff like that. But then they made a show out of so much other stuff because they live performed songs and stuff like that. Did a sing along with the crowd. And then Saturday night was an actual live show at the Area 15 at the club there with a bunch of the people. It was they make an event of it every year in Vegas, man.
That's cool.
It's
awesome.
it's a routine for me now at this point.
It's cool to see how quickly that whole thing has blown up. Like how big it's got over the last like 2 years.
Dude, I snorted it once and I'm fucking branded right now, man.
Oh yeah.
There's no
Then
going back.
again, my default, I don't like wearing anything on my
What's up?
headgear, but my beanie's in the wash.
Hell yeah.
My regular equipment.
You're cool, man. You're cool.
How many beanies do you have? You just have a whole box lying around?
I have a couple of just straight black ones that you typically see, but then I have every one that they have from their store.
Nice.
But they barely fit my head. That's my problem with like hats is there's so few things that fit my fucking head. It's always too damn tight. Like this, if I didn't have this on, it would start to like pop off. My headphones are holding it down.
Yeah, that's the thing. I hate beanies that are like so freaking tight on your head. Like that's why if I ever find one that I want, I have to like try it on. Honestly,
Yeah.
to see like is it going to be too tight? Like I'm always worried about that shit.
That's why for like my videos and stuff, I have like 3 Luffy hats because that's how many it took to find one that fit.
Yeah, so many of my hats I just have to like set on top of my head and hope it stays there.
Give it a good old stretch.
I've had this beanie since 8th grade,
Wow.
and it still fits. Matter of fact,
It's back when you were a good person.
His brain hasn't grown since 8th grade.
A good person.
Jesus.
Wow, good person.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I love my
I
Batman beanie. I wear it to every Batman movie.
I don't know what you mean by that, man.
How's
I
it
don't
going,
really.
Dor?
I gotta be honest. I don't care.
Can you feel dirt? Copyright.
Yeah.
Wow. I need to shut the fuck up for a second.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of
Just a sniper comes up.
so speaking of copyright, that fucking Spider Noir trailer.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were introducing someone. I was like,
I didn't cover that. So.
I was like, who's a copyright?
Johnny. No. But yeah, so I don't understand. Some people, like very few people, got hit with the copyright strike. A lot of other people are completely fine and still fine.
Yeah.
Putting it, I don't understand. Yeah, you're fine, Phil. I know Ronan deleted his. I know myself, Draven, Gore, and I think someone at Comics. I made a video about the copyright. Someone else said their video got strike too. So I don't know. It's cool though. It's a cool teaser, but
Very cool.
Yeah. Go Amazon.
I was just about to do one, and then I saw your message, Jordan. I was like, well,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why would
I
you
was
leave
like-
that alone?
I know
You
we
change,
get this with some.
you change lanes quick, Darren.
I know we get this. I know we get this quite a lot, but like it seems like Amazon has leaked trailers more than anybody else,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it's
I-
always a strike.
I think the
Yep.
Fallout, like
Like
the first season
Batman,
of Fallout teaser,
Crusade or what?
Yeah, Cape
Crusader.
Crusader.
yeah.
That one, The Boys. Almost every season, the trailer comes out when it's not supposed to.
Well, Jordan can
Don't-
tell you about the boys' copyright.
Don't be shocked when it happens with Fallout Season 2.
Yeah, the trailer's probably gonna leak again. Yeah, or
I
something.
can't wait.
I can't either. That show was a
God,
fucking
I
lovely
love-
surprise.
Did you see the teaser that they put out this week?
Yeah.
Like, with
Yeah.
him just doing fucking
Vegas.
commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ending with the lucky 8. What is it? 38? What was it? I don't know. I never played like New Vegas, so I can't
missing
remember
out
the
on the
name of
best
it. It's
game.
like 8. It's something 8. There 8's in the goddamn name. It's a lucky something. It's the
December's
casino
gonna be
with
fun.
Mr. House. I watch
What,
people
December?
play. I don't play.
Dude, my dad doesn't watch a vast majority, like 99% of the nerd shit that I watch. My dad hits me up out of the blue one day. He goes, dude, have you watched Fallout? And
It
I'm
is
just
38.
like, is it 38? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's like, dude, have you seen Fallout? And I was like, yeah, man, I watched all 8 episodes last week. He's like, this is so fucking good. I was like, you should talk to my brother Dylan. I was like, you should talk to Dylan. Dylan has played all of those games. And he goes, are you fucking serious? I was like, dude, you bought him like half of them. Like, yeah, come on. Like, you
It's good
fucking
memory
serious?
there.
And he's
I
like,
just realized that was a flamingo.
Yeah.
It took me. It just didn't register to me just till now. I was like, "What's that long thing sticking out of his
looks
head?"
like a big
I'm like,
pink hog on his head.
Oh wait, can we do numbers?
numbers.
Oh, he froze.
I
He's
think
frozen.
Darren's offended. I called it
His
a hog.
camera couldn't handle the
The
Yeah,
amount
yeah,
of
Luigi
flamingo
got
on
there.
screen.
You're just like, how dare you ask me for numbers?
There you are. Now you're back, Darren. You were frozen.
I know.
You're
Do we
like,
have? Can we pick a number for a new hat?
Oh,
I think it's
shit.
time. I think it's
Hold
time.
on.
Oh, no.
They're
You
all
weren't
over
prepared.
my room right now.
You weren't prepared? God, we need because he has a new hat every week. So we're gonna see what we're having. I think it's all fruit or vegetable based. I
Darren's
think
gonna
Yeah,
get
it
to the
was.
point where
It
he
was
has
last time.
one-
It was fruit and veg. Yeah.
it's-
He's
okay.
gonna get to the point where he has one hat for every day of the year.
Probably will. don't. But once we hit that threshold, he's gonna have a hat for every day for the next 2 years.
Yeah, do giveaways.
Giveaway of hats.
Giveaways.
Yeah. Have him sign the hats too.
Ooh, the value would go skyrocket.
Yeah, go put that on eBay of the X-Men hat.
Go aluminum.
Priceless.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Mike, you don't want to open that can of worms. I'll go get it.
Well, I need a matching hat with my X-Men 97 Letterman jacket. So I need
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm looking to get one of those jackets soon to just complete the look.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you guys had a good conversation about the Disney Plus shows earlier. We're like Ironheart and everything. I'll say this again. This show was made 3 years ago, and I share y'all's sentiment. This should have came out either the year when Wakanda Forever came out or after, and the whole like Disney Plus. I don't want to call it Disney Plus diarrhea, where it's like every other week there was another Marvel Disney Plus show, but literally what it was, in the vein of the Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk era, that should have been in there. But it's unfortunate because I think it's dead on arrival just because of the placement and our priority in the MCU. We don't. Same thing with Vision Quest. If they don't have Tommy, the other kid, the twin brother, for Billy, and that's the only probably interesting thing. We want to see how that kind of tie things up, whatever. Well, other than that, we don't give a damn about Vision Quest. I don't know anything else. Like,
I think that's
Ultron,
probably
bro.
guaranteed.
We have
I'd say.
Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ultron. Yep.
No, Ultrana, female Ultron.
No, James Spader's back.
Yep.
Well, yes, but also the concept part. But
no strings on me.
But
I feel like if they don't do Tommy at all, I would be shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like their third part in that 3-part story, right? So I think this is something that they are going to need because this was a show that was pushed out after Bob Iger came back. Same with Wonder Man. So I think Wonder Man and Vision Quest are hopefully going to feel
I totally
different
forgot about that.
than all the other shows. So
it just kind of sucks that Disney's putting it out. It's like, hey, we don't really care about this. We're putting it out the same day as Superman. We know it's going to get buried, and it just tells you how much confidence they have in it.
Yeah, no, you give me the black characters I do not want. It's just like, hey, I said in the comments, I had, and as much as I support, Dominique Thorne, I actually met her one time. But no, very, very sweet. But I made in the comments, I said one thing. I only have one question. Where's Blade? That's not everything. I kept every time I see Wonder Man, I see whatever. I got one question. Where's Blade?
Coming.
No, because this is the thing. As much as all these characters is getting come out, and especially characters of color and all that stuff. Listen, we only have a handful of positions and spots in any franchise, right? And the only thing you do is that you basically set them up for failure. Not because not characters we didn't ask for, but the ones we do, you're barely not even giving us the mere quality or even effort of trying to give us a final product. And it's a shame. And again, I'm not trying to say this as someone as from the African American community that wants to be on screen, but at the same time, I'm just calling it for what it is. It's like, hey, listen, it can the Ironheart show can be well made. I even said the trailer, visual effects wise, I was watching it. I'm like, hey, it's clean, it's crisp. Some of the visual effects in there. But that being said, it's just like, I'm gonna give a damn. No, and it's a shame. I think Dominique Thorne is a great actress. I didn't even think the guy that playing what's the name, the Red Hood or whatever name, or the
Red
Hood.
The Red Hood.
He's the Hood who has a red hood.
Anthony Ramos.
Anthony Ramos. Yeah, I think they're fantastic actors, and I think they're prospering in their career and everything. But I just want them to be in positions to succeed and stuff. But more importantly, there's many other characters I feel like that's in this vein. I feel like we have to cross through with Secret Wars to see how it's gonna go. But yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, it is what it is. But I just don't want to be put in a position watching this. Like, I already know this is not Eyes of Wakanda. It's gonna might be good for a week, and then have conversation.
Right.
And
You know, it's like
a
I-
4-episode
like,
mini thing. Yeah.
like, this shouldn't just be a thing where the character's put in there for the sake of checking off a box. If you're going to put the character in there,
Yeah.
put some care into them.
yeah,
Which
I mean,
I am curious because it does look incredible, and I think this might be one of those situations where I think they made a banger, but I think they're just not being treated right by the studio that put them out. Which some of it I understand how we're here, but also like I just do their 6-week little event thing, even like a 5-week little event thing. You can do like your 2-episode premiere, and then it's 4 weeks following. Like I don't see a real reason unless it's bad. Unless this show is like god awful and they're trying to sweep it under the rug, which I don't think is the case.
I don't
It
think
doesn't
so.
appear to be.
It doesn't appear to be. No, it looks incredible.
yeah, but we'll see.
I think it looked great, but like I was not sold on the trailer itself. Like what we were seeing story wise, the interactions and stuff like that. I didn't really.
I saw a
gravitate
leak
to a lot
trailer
of
in
it.
there that looked more interesting than that. Like,
Yeah.
that was
But
supposed.
I
to
was
be.
like surprised how good I
It looks
think
like a movie.
the suit looked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does kind of look like a movie.
To be fair, they've had how long to work on the VFX?
Yeah,
for
That
this
is
3 years.
true. 3
the
years.
movie's
Yeah.
almost 3
versus
years
the
old.
traditional MCU show.
So how many? What are our number options, Darren?
So it was going to be 3, but I left one downstairs. So pick number
shit.
1 or 2.
1.
69.
69. Ooh.
Hey,
All right.
hey,
Blame
Shut
him.
up.
He chose the number.
hey.
Showing off those melons.
Yeah, now we're like what 2 would have been, right? Well, speaking of number 2,
Ah,
we
shit, it's John.
just picked the 2 options, and we got a watermelon hat from Darren. So
I do want to kind of piggyback off of what Mike was saying too. Other universe though, we have like I know obviously we've had the DC shakeup with the universes and stuff, but they still did say when that started we were still going to get that Static movie. Where the
Produced by
fuck
who?
is that
Produced by
movie?
who? Michael B. Jordan, right?
Remember
Yes.
when Jaden Smith was going to be in the role?
Oh no, that's accusations. Accusations.
Unfound
that is not
untrue.
true.
But no,
I
because
want
there was
that
a
so bad, man.
listen, there was a whole documentary on Milestone. That's on Max. Excuse me, HBO Max. Wait, Max. Now, wait, well, no, HBO Max. All right, what time is
I
it?
love that all of the
Yes.
like James Gunn, John Cena, and a bunch of them made videos
that.
making fun of the name change today.
Right.
Yeah, I
That was
saw
funny.
that. I saw that. On
Yeah, that's
TikTok.
hilarious.
Yeah, the name change
Yeah.
and everything in the back.
He was
and
like,
forth.
"Are they really going back to
Why?
HBO Max?"
Hold on, shut up.
Why?
Wow. That was
Yeah.
that was pretty
But,
funny.
No, name change is like it's about as consistent as DC itself.
Because HBO is the name with the prestige. Why the hell did we drop it?
It's Max, the place to watch
Because
HBO.
David Zaslav's a fucking moron.
Yeah, when I was in college, we had the free HBO Go subscription. That mess
Yep.
was the bomb. I was binging, Game of Thrones and all that stuff in there. It was it was a time, But anyway, as a graphic designer and marketing, background, like just make your fucking mind back, damn it. This is bad for the brand. I
hopefully
can't
they
even-
are.
but even think of it as partnerships in terms of social media. I can't even tag it accurately if you keep switching up this shit. I can't put in a hashtag Max. Oh no, you left out the HBO part, or whatever. Yeah, it just messes up the algorithm really completely. But to your point, yeah, Static is like milestone characters or original, even to the part of them going into DC, the storytelling again ahead of its time. Even when the original show came out, the stuff that they were addressing, and that I feel is a story that's needed today.
Oh yeah,
And also as a Static Shock Static purist, I will say, Static Virgil Hawkins had to walk so Miles Morales Spider-Man can fucking swing. Just letting you know. Because a lot of people thinking that they want to push Miles is like, wait. Just letting you know, Virgil Hawkins did it first. The character, what he represents, his mannerisms, everything, all of that, Static did it first. And there's a lot of similarities there. But I think in terms of popularity, in terms of unlike him not being a legacy character, Static is foundationally That's him. He's not no Black Lightning sidekick. That is the character that was created on its own by Dwayne McDuffie, and that was, by the way, who is also one of the people you should thank, regarding with Justice League Unlimited and all the original animated series, along with Bruce Timm and everybody. But Dwayne McDuffie, we cannot forget about this man. Very pivotal. But I just want to feel like with James, hopefully, that he's aware of that era of the late 90s, early 2000s that all of us keep going back to foundationally. And I'm not trying to say I just want to see an animated series turn into a movie, but that foundation is there. And in terms of cinematically with stories now as adults. So, some have freaking kids. Like, I have the Jon Stewart original issue when Jon Stewart appeared in comics with the Hal Jordan. And my dad, when I was watching the original Justice League limited series, is like my dad looked like Jon Stewart from season 2. So like, and my dad was in the military and everything. So it's like that is a emotionally attached character I've had for decades, and now he's getting into Lanterns, which is like emotionally I'm more excited for that. That's like more make or break. If that doesn't win, I don't know if I'm gonna be sold with this whole DC universe, but we'll see. But I feel like there's like room to grow. Like Satana, Constantine, whatever. There's other stories that they can do that are original characters and not just trying to be like the legacy, characters. I feel like they haven't earned that yet. But I don't know what your guys' opinion on that.
I don't know.
I love Dwayne McDuffie. Without Dwayne McDuffie, we wouldn't have gotten anything from Justice League, the animated stuff, Static Shock. Darwin Cook also did Justice League Frontier, and they frequently, I think, may have worked together in some of that those early days of the animated stuff. Dwayne McDuffie, may he rest in peace. He was like one of the greatest storytellers from an animated perspective,
for sure,
ever.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this is milestone appendium number 1.
There you go.
This is a piece of history, y'all. Icon, Rocket, all these characters.
Yeah, can't forget Paul Dini either. He was another pivotal one in bringing a lot of that together.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yarp.
Yeah,
What's up, Johnny? What you been doing, man?
Johnny, I'm just around, hanging out, in the shadows.
Ooh.
In the shadows. Well, are you Batman now?
That's the only.
Are you going to be a dad?
Yeah,
I
man.
will be
I
soon.
already am a dad, but
He already is a dad and a mom or whatever the fuck, whatever the lore is.
Yeah, I'm a lot of things, dude.
I think it changes based on the day.
Yeah, depends on what kind of mood I'm in, really. I'm a lot of things.
That you are.
Yeah.
You've been listening to any good? You've been listening to any good music recently?
What's been my rotation? Today I kind of just I don't know. I've been kind of all over the place with music. I have like my favorite song playlist on Apple Music. I decided to shuffle that instead of just listening to my weekend playlist nonstop, getting ready for the concert. So I had like.
When you seeing them?
The 5th, June 5th.
Nice, there you go.
Ooh.
At first, I thought you meant you have a playlist just for the weekends, and I was like, "Oh, that's
Oh
interesting."
no, not yet. At least.
What would that playlist? What would that playlist consist
of? Probably shit that I would just fucking go ballistic to. I don't know, like fucking, when I'm hammered or something. Even though I don't drink, but if I did drink,
I mean, you're putting up with that guy up there. I understand the need for drinks.
Sit down and shut the fuck up.
Nice third grader comeback.
that was perfect. That was actually timed. It was perfect. That's hilarious.
Hook, line, sinker, punchline, setup, perfection.
Johnny, we have in our area a Batman themed barbershop in our local area.
Wait, what?
And I went past it this week and I was like, I bet Johnny would love that.
That sounds like a dream come true.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You didn't think to tell us this before both of us cut our hair?
Yeah, man.
But here's the thing. I don't think they cut your hair themed like Batman. It's just it's called Bat Blends or something. It's it's all on the
There's
outside.
just something in the way is on loop 24/7.
Something's in my ass.
Yeah,
That was kind of fucking awesome, though. Batman themed.
Hold on, let me send a picture of just like their outside.
Sounds
Just
sick.
like just what it looks like.
Johnny's like, I might need to transfer locations.
Yeah, I might, dude. That's kind of fucking lit.
Right. I mean, Johnny has been known to stand in his bathroom in the dark with just a Batman cape on, naked, at 3 a.m. So
Yeah,
Well,
when I
that's your
said I
fault
was
for
in the
walking in on him.
shadows. Yeah, I mean, dude, you know,
Hey,
everybody's
yes,
got
get his
their own way to
practice
crank
in
their hog. That's mine, dude. I just sit in my
Yarp.
fucking bathroom with a cape on.
Yeah,
You know, sometimes the cow's on, sometimes I got eye black on. You know,
Ooh.
sometimes I do the whole shebang. Just
yeah,
cock
yeah,
out. You know.
you kind of reenact that scene where he first takes off the cowl and the Batman. It's the black eyeliner. You're like, man, he's so dark and mysterious.
Yeah, man.
Well,
so hot.
Johnny's
I mean,
Batman
mysterious.
cowl
I mean,
probably-
hot.
Then you know
Johnny's
he's
Bat-
looking at he's got Zoe Kravitz up there looking like Catwoman, and he's just fucking beating it furiously until Alfred comes down from the elevator. So
I've got some berries.
What you do? What's your berries, Des? What's the matter with you? We got berries up here.
Hey, you know what? Johnny's Batman cowl is going to look better than that Party City one from Gotham Knights.
Probably.
Come on.
Why?
Come
Why
on.
Gotham
What are you
Knights wasn't
showing
that bad,
me?
but that costume choice was not great.
Open your eyes.
Yeah, no, it had potential.
I like Gotham Knights, but I will
I like-
agree that does not look good.
Yeah.
I like Gotham Knights more than I liked Gotham.
Really?
That's a take.
I rebuke.
That's a take.
No,
No, Darren, it tells you how
What?
bad the Flash got whenever.
I
Gotham
rebuke.
Knights was
No,
not the
Gotham.
worst.
No, Gotham was an
I
error.
Gotham started off fine, then it just became really repetitively annoying.
Oh
I
come
think
on.
Gotham got better. I'd say its first season is its weakest
I will say it adapted villains well. I'll give it that.
for the most part.
For the most part. There's an
there were-
asterisk there.
Yeah,
I
there
think
were
I
some
only
stinkers.
watched the first season.
That final episode's a giant slap in the face, though.
Yeah, I mean that should have just been a 2-hour finale because they had to cram so much into 1 hour.
What a fucking mistake that was.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, the finale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the finale of
Gotham.
Gotham.
The show. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
Yeah,
hey, you can I can
so
cast the age
frustrating.
up Catwoman, but I'm not gonna cast the age up Bruce.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put him in a suit just because
Yeah,
the
it was
kid,
still
or,
David.
you know.
They should have cast me as Catwoman. I'll be honest with you.
That would have been
Yeah.
kind of awesome, actually. Perfect casting.
Whoever signed off
right?
on that suit should have been fired immediately.
What, the bat suit?
Yeah, for Gotham.
Yeah, it didn't look great.
For all of,
It was
10
it was
seconds of footage.
Johnny's idea.
forget
I
what
felt
it
the
looks
the
like.
way they did with Jerome, or excuse me, Jeremiah, the Jeremiah part, like the final one he had in his look in season 5 was textbook, and then they just
Yeah.
fucked it up for the 10-year gap, like for
Yeah.
no fucking reason. It was just stupid. Like, you have textbook right here. There's nothing else you need to do.
No, there isn't.
And y'all just like, no, let's put him the acid and then just make him completely different and like try to, just come on. And then you gave this freaking skinny ass penguin a freaking stomach, like,
Yeah.
make him look like a freaking cartoon. But
I mean,
that's
they
textbook.
did it. I mean, they did it to Gordon too, because like in the start of the finale, you see him with the trademark mustache,
Oh my
and they get
gosh.
rid of it after one scene.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, we go from this.
That's giving birds of prey, Joker. But anyway,
God. Oh God.
And then you get that, yeah.
He looks like fucking what's his name? Looking at my Funko Pops. He looks like Vecna, dude.
Oh wow.
I fucking hate that show, but you're right. He does look like Vecna.
Literally looks like fucking Vecna, bro.
Cameron
That's insane.
Monaghan did such a good job.
Oh, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
He
Oh,
killed
yeah,
that shit.
he did.
That I
think
will
Gotham,
concede.
I think Gotham gave us probably the best Riddler we've ever gotten in live action.
Batman
Batman
blends.
blends.
Debatable.
I'll let him
Batman
blend me any
blends.
day, dude.
Blend me up.
Yeah, man.
Turn
Wow.
you into a smoothie, Johnny.
I'll get
Oh
the
shit! There's
VIP
the number.
special.
Everyone call the number right now. Go.
I get a Batcave fade. That's what they call it.
The place is about to get a splurge in business.
Right.
Yeah,
Say,
give me a
the
Tim
Bane.
Drake. What does that
Give me
mean?
the Bane
Oh,
all
wait,
over.
no,
Yeah.
Mike, you're saying you want the military crew cut, Tim Drake? I'm kidding.
I don't know, right? Or,
That's one of the
Yeah.
worst design things they ever did for Tim Drake was skinning his head. It's like, okay, now he just looks.
Give me
Skinny.
I'll take a Two-Face, dude. Just cut half my head, leave the other head crazy.
Fuck
Shut
yeah.
crazy.
Hey, does that mean you'll
Half a
get
haircut. Yeah, man.
Alright.
Should. Kind of cool, man.
Can I get the cold ice freeze haircut?
Yeah, give me the freeze. Give me that freeze cut.
Give me the freeze.
Yeah.
The poison ivy, just the deep
Just
red
fucking spray
hair.
paint you blue.
Red locks.
Imagine the Bane look where they just get rid of all of
Bane.
That's what I
put a
was saying,
mask
dude.
on
Give me
you.
the Bane all over, just completely
Yeah.
bald
Speaking
everywhere.
of Bane, I
butt-ass
should be
naked.
getting my next copy of Absolute Batman sometime in the next week or so.
You're
There you
cool.
go.
Hell yeah.
That's another
Bane's
character.
apparently popping up in that, so yeah, I am.
Oh yes, I am.
That's
Oh,
another
yeah.
character.
I was
It doesn't
wondering
matter
when you
who
come
we
to the
are.
barber shop.
Wait for it.
That's another character Gotham
Which
passed
day y'all
by.
here? What are we doing for the League of Shadows?
That's another character Gotham
Those are the
bastardized.
red toes.
That was so bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I fell off, but
Gotham
shout
is
out
bad.
to Harley Quinn Bane. He's my favorite thing in the whole world.
Oh, Harley Quinn, the Bane and Harley Quinn.
I gotta
yeah.
watch that show, man. I really want
It's
to watch the
good.
Harley Quinn
It's
show.
worth it.
I
Dude,
feel like
the
fucking
humor
love it.
is so up your alley. I'm
I
shocked
feel
you
like I
haven't watched
love
it.
it. Like I
Yeah.
need to watch it.
Yeah.
Let me put it to you this
Love
way,
the
Johnny.
birthday party.
Let me put it to you this way. You and me are Harley and Ivy. Let me put it to you that way, okay?
I mean, that sounds pretty hot.
It's very
I'm there, dude.
Speaking of Ivy and Gotham, why did they turn her into a Pokemon?
Or she's like evolving.
Oh, listen, did I watch the same Gotham show, dude? I don't remember that.
No, because they made her into a
Oh.
6 year, like a 9
they
or
had
12-year-old
three different
girl,
actresses.
Yeah.
and then she
Oh, I
fell
heard
into
about
some
that.
acid again, and then
Came out
she
as-
came out as a full
Yeah,
grown,
they
you
made her
know,
like hot, right?
Yeah.
Like a little
And she's
girl,
still
and they're
mentally
like, all right.
9 or whatever she
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's like,
She had
13 years
3
old.
stages.
Oh, so
of
that's the Emma
evolution.
Stone movie, dude.
Like there was no point to have that middle actress at all. It should have just been from a one to the other. You didn't
Yeah.
need to have that middle one.
Interesting. Okay.
but they had to have her be hot, Jake. Don't you know that?
Yeah, it's
Right,
a
and-
requirement,
and-
you know, Poison
and
Ivy has to be
Catwoman was
hot.
already the
Darren,
Catwoman was already
they
going
had-
through puberty, so she was fine. But the other
Darren, they
girl,
had
she was a little bit
Peyton
slow.
List. They had Peyton List there, and they had all they needed.
Wait,
Wasn't that the
Peyton
second
List
one?
played,
Which Peyton List?
The older one.
Older one.
Right, but there's like 3 different Peyton lists in Hollywood. Which one are you specifically
one-
referring to?
The one from The
one that-
Flash.
The one that played the. one that played
Oh, I was
Ghost
thinking of
Rider.
Jesse.
Got it.
I was thinking of
Wait,
Jesse, dude.
Wait. There's a third one. I thought there was only 2. I thought it was this one and the one from.
I'm pretty sure there's 3, but there could be 2. I don't know.
I think
I'd
it's
have
just
to-
2.
There might be
I think
2.
there's two. There's
Because
two.
there's definitely one at Cobra Kai.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had one in the Flash and Gotham.
Okay, there
Uh-huh.
might only be 2. I could have swore there was 3, but there might only be 2.
I only know of 2, but
I know one,
you
dude.
never
I don't what's
know.
happening.
Maybe
Might
I'm
be
just
more.
mixing up the fact that there was Peyton List in 2 different projects, and then there was Peyton List in
Maybe.
Cobra Kai. So therefore,
Right.
thinking of 3, but 2 happen to be the same one. So I don't know. Fuck me. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot.
I'll fuck you.
I know.
I'll smash.
You're the only one who will. It's okay.
I'll smash.
I mean, you'll listen to him too. That's your next problem.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
God, I still can't get over the fact that Mickey Mouse is going to be playable in fucking Kingdom Hearts 4. Oh,
All right.
what if I did an entire playthrough in my Mickey Mouse voice?
Hell
Should,
yeah.
man.
Oh, hey,
do.
just give me that. Hey, I can make it
Bro,
an
I
animated
used
short.
to-
I did it with King of the Hill for you. So give me.
Oh, who
give
the
me
fuck is
that.
that? Oh, what's that goddamn heartless doing over? Get the fuck over here! Let me slash the fucking shit out of you! God damn it! No, no, no! Where's Goofy when you need it, Donald?
Yeah, and in the very last episode, he's going to go into gangster Mickey mode.
You
shut
gotta
your
do what
fucking
I
mouth,
did, man. I
child.
would sit there playing Call of Duty in my fucking Patrick onesie, and then I would just randomly talk like Patrick. So you just gotta get a Mickey Mouse costume and just sit there and
Firmly
talk like Mickey
grasped
Mouse the whole time.
Where's the leak, ma'am?
Oh yeah, that was my.
Let's see if he knows the secret cool guy handshake.
Finland.
Is this the Krusty Krab? No.
No, this is Patrick.
This is Patrick.
Is,
Open
Is-
sesame.
Panty
Michael, right?
raid.
is Mike alright?
Oh no.
Oh,
Mike.
Papa
This is-
Palps.
It's fucking crazy.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Bro, that takes me back, bro.
God damn. Damn.
That's
That's
fucking
some-
awesome, though, dude.
That's some skill.
That's fucking awesome.
Darth Vader, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Hey,
God
man,
damn.
people can say what they want about the EA Battlefront games. They kind of fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck hard.
Bumpy start, but once they
Yeah.
fuck.
they
They
fuck
fuck.
hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. I don't disagree.
Yeah, man.
I played the demo for the second one when it was originally, coming out as is. And I was like,
Oh, you're
this-
cool.
This fucking sucks. And then, however many years later, a friend of mine told me they went, "Oh yeah, they fixed all the stuff in it." I was like, are you sure? And I played it. I was like, okay, yeah, no, they did. They did.
EA Battlefront 2 is great. Too bad they had to kind of like ruin the game at first, but once they fixed it, it was great.
Yeah, it definitely had a better character selection than the first one.
I heard this a long time ago when they were getting ready to release Battlefront 2. Like, remember when they were attempting to do microtransactions on that game?
Yeah, I remember that.
Apparently, this is from Bob Iger. Bob Iger apparently called EA and was like, "Drop the goddamn microtransactions or lose the fucking IP." Yeah. It's like, whoa, holy shit! Bob Iger refusing money? That's funny.
Yeah.
That was a crazy.
Unlike most of the other people, he actually cares about
the image of his IP.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
EA tries to gaslight themselves into a reality that's not there.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Nobody plays single player games. Elden Ring.
Exactly.
Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, dude. Fucking EA, man. God.
I hope they don't burn with that Iron Man game as well, because I've just seen something.
I just saw that.
Yeah, I heard about a job listing, and apparently it's RPG level system in it.
I'm worried that one's gonna face a similar situation like Wonder Woman did, like where we get the announcement, we hear nothing for X amount of years, and then it just
See, since you just spoke into existence, it's probably gonna happen now. Good job, Jake.
Well, it's not Warner
told you
governed.
to shut up how many times, and that hasn't worked, has it?
I'm not gonna shut up. I don't care how many times you say it. You should know that by now. Intelligence, find some.
Let's say it again, but the joke's already old at this point.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Phil sounds like Ronald McDonald. Where the fuck do I sound like Ronald McDonald? That's a new one.
If you're drunk, maybe.
Hey guys, I just came back from the Batman. They gave me the. It was terrible. I got Lex Luthor for some reason. I think it was a crossover, but it was.
They gave you the Jeffrey Wright from The Last of Us, bro.
They did.
I asked for Jeffrey Wright, James Gordon. They gave me Jeffrey Wright from Last of Us. Wrong. They gave me the wrong. I was okay if I got a Jeffrey Wright Westworld season 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Season 3 he got shaved, but season 1 and 2 he still had the hair. So I mean it's whatever. But I think also I got the Jeffrey Wright from The Watcher. With the big ass head too. I don't know, but I don't know if I can get a refund.
You got Jon Stewart from Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, I did. I sure did.
I was gonna say you got the Walt Parks from Superman and Lois.
Oh yeah. Listen,
there's worse things to do than Jeffrey Wright, though. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I felt that his Lex Luthor. Can you imagine that show with the Lex Luthor from the Supergirl?
It would have not worked at all.
It just no way. I just couldn't see that happening.
No, he just got way too goofy in the later seasons, and tonally it would have not fit whatsoever.
I think you could have, but it would have been a different Lex Luthor than we got, and I'm glad that we got the one that we got. Like I'm glad we did that, because like John Cryer, like in his peak, is so good. Like season 4,
those
through,
last
like
episodes,
Crisis,
he's great.
He's Lenny Luthor. Come on.
He's so good.
Agreed.
And then like season 5 through 6 Supergirl, I'm like, what are we doing, man?
Right.
Like, what are we doing?
He just became a caricature.
That final season made me cry. I was so upset with what they were doing with him.
Yeah, that's why we have Michael Cudlitz now.
Apparently, if your name is Michael, you have a talent for playing Lex Luthor.
Michael.
Maybe. We'll see.
Or Nicholas.
Hope so.
That's the hope. We'll see. We'll see.
You hear that, Evans? Get out of here.
Oh, yeah, I saw the response, Johnny. Yeah, it's a Monday. Yeah, we haven't done it because me and Johnny are beefing right now, so we don't talk that much.
Johnny was doing that thing with Ray for Last of Us.
No, it's not true. We actually don't like each other anymore.
It's because Chainsaw said I'm a deadbeat.
I got the usual That's funny.
Deadbeat.
Yeah. So, I have to live up to it. So,
I can't talk anymore now.
Yeah, I had to commit to the bit. So, I'm not fucking screaming with this guy.
It's the bit.
It helps maintain the
Hey, man, I'm always in it for the bit, man. So.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It helps maintain the illusion.
Yo.
I got a bald head.
Fuck your butt.
I wasn't gonna do it, but I wasn't gonna say it, but I knew Mike would.
Yeah, it's probably best if you let Mike say it.
Yeah. Damn. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go fuck my wife. I gotta go. Anyway, I'm on a high note.
Hey man, you have fun
yeah.
with that, bro.
Oh, you're ending on a high note. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let me put my head back on. Okay. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace and chicken
Hey,
grease.
man.
I'm out.
Love you, Mike.
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
Who the
Who the fuck was that guy?
A
I
fucking
don't know, but he's
champ,
fucking his
that's
wife,
who.
I guess. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yep.
A fucking champ. That's who he is.
Speaking of which, Johnny, about an hour. Get the lube.
Oh, bro, yeah.
Why wait?
When do I not have it?
Good.
Yeah.
Why wait?
He says that it's on his desk at all times.
Okay, if this is what you want. All right.
Every time, all the time, every day, all day. Except when we're fucking working,
Like I
which is
turned this camera
all
off.
the fucking time.
Well,
But it's okay.
That was a good sesh. Okay, I'm back.
that was quick.
That was quick.
Yeah, no, that's all it takes, man.
Dash.
Yeah,
Dash
got
40.
excited. Sorry, man.
Hell, man.
Have we
Ready for
talked Jessica Jones yet?
We did a little bit.
We don't care enough to talk about it.
Yeah, it's exciting for sure. That she's finally,
Oh crap.
showed up. Oh boy, yeah,
Oh.
he's not there yet though.
No, I was saying, oh crap, because my fucking boat fell
Oh.
in the mud and
There-
Tears Kingdom.
There he is. What's up, man?
What's up?
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
it's the Disney
what's up,
knot with
buddy?
Flobber. Here we go.
Could be worse.
So how many times did you crank your hog to the Ironheart trailer? Go.
I didn't like it that much. Like it looks okay.
Racist.
Okay.
I'm not being racist. I just not interested in the story.
I haven't even seen it.
Bro, I haven't seen the Superman.
I watched the
trailer. I
Smurfs
just
trailer today though.
Oh god.
That looks
There's a-
like
wait,
shit.
There's a what?
Smurfs trailer.
Yeah, new
Yeah,
Smurfs
there's a new
movie.
trailer.
Is it
making
that
another one?
Rihanna one or
Yeah,
whatever?
it looks
Yeah.
like shit.
That genuinely looks like one of the
Oh,
worst
it looks
movies
so
I've ever
fucking
seen.
bad. That's bad.
It would be really funny if it beat both Fantastic Four and Superman, though.
Let's hope it
Not gonna
doesn't.
fucking happen.
Let's hope it
Darren,
doesn't, but it would be
Let's hope it
pretty
doesn't.
funny.
Can you please not put stuff like that out into the ether? That would be fantastic.
What's up with you guys?
Dick.
Not lying,
that's
my
fine.
dick is up.
Okay.
It's very true. Very true.
I not played the whole thing, but I muted the audio. But
Oh God.
Ugh.
Here we go.
I'll be back.
Oh,
is that a multiverse?
Probably.
Yeah.
Sweet
is
Jesus.
it just me or did that animation look like absolute fucking dog?
Oh, it
cock?
looks awful.
It looks
Yeah,
bad.
looks so bad.
Why?
But guys, it's Rihanna. Aren't you excited?
If A$AP Rocky's in it, I'm sold.
Yeah, this looks like they just took the IP of Smurfs and just like, let's just make it like they're dancing and listening to music. It's like, it's not the Smurfs. They just took the IP.
I think this is our last Smurfs movie. I think they're finally going to realize,
I
oh wait,
fucking hope so.
people don't like.
It
the Smurfs
reminds
that
me of
much.
when they did the Velma, like adult Scooby-Doo Velma show,
Yeah.
where they just took the IP and then just completely flipped it, and it's like it's not even the thing anymore.
Yeah. No, I love the pitch meeting with that because they were like, "Who is this for exactly?" Unclear. It's like, yeah, because it's like tonally, just goes all over the place.
Sora in Fortnite, fuck yeah.
And
Hell
then
yeah.
if that A$AP Rocky's Papa Smurf, I would
Please
have been
no.
in the theater. Day one.
Please no.
Please no.
You're not gonna play it anyway.
Shut the fuck up. I didn't ask you.
Bill,
Damn.
Bill,
Dad,
I'm
it's
in-
Sam motherfucking Jackson, though.
The
I'm
thing
in-
is, if it happened,
I'm
Nomura
enjoying
would
it.
have to
It's
try to
wonderful.
make it canon in some way.
Oh, please, no. What are we doing here? No!
Enjoying the
No,
freedom.
Lord, no!
Bill, I'm enjoying the freedom of speech while it's there. Give me credit.
I do not want to. Well, I was going to say I don't want to see Sora with a gun, but then again, we already have that.
We already have that. And it's fine in the context in which it's been presented.
Yep. That dual wheel and pistol pocket.
God, you were making me want to play Kingdom Hearts 3 again. I'm telling you, Omni.
I've been fighting the urge for.
I mean,
Wow.
truthfully, I need to go back and like start from scratch Birth by Sleep because that game is just too fun.
Mhm.
Phil,
I
I
heard
sent you
that
something.
there's some sleep in the birth.
Yep, you're correct.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Sent
I
you a
really
little present, Phil.
Picture of his
Let me
cock.
guess. No, it's probably another picture of a certain someone.
No.
I was asleep when I was giving birth to
Certain
Chainsaw.
No,
Were you
it is not.
sleeping though? Were
Yeah.
you?
Oh, I was knocked the fuck out, dude.
I really
I
want
was,
to
I was
get.
so high, I barely remember it.
Fuck yeah, you were. I want to get Doom: The Dark Ages. I need to get that game. I haven't.
Doom the Dark Ages.
Doom.
I've seen gameplay to it. It's really
Is
hard.
is it already out?
I don't know how you
Yeah.
got these pictures, but that's a little concerning, Jake.
Is it pictures of like me sitting in my room and he's outside the window or something? Like what is
Very well could be. I will not confirm or deny.
it? Oh no! It comes out tomorrow. Technically, okay, never mind.
Technically
What-
tomorrow,
what-
but
what
you
does-
can get
what
early
comes
access.
out
Doom: The
tomorrow?
Dark Ages.
Oh, I had a
Ooh.
brain fart. I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's out
Still
today.
haven't.
If you got like the special edition, you can play it a few days early. Is what it
Yeah.
was.
I still haven't played Eternal.
You sure? 'Cause I'm looking at the PlayStation Store. I think
Oh.
it's the standard.
Well, I mean, it might be available already. Like they might have just put it out early, but like it says, technically
think
the
they did.
15th. They might put it out early.
There
Yeah.
were so many
Yeah,
years
it's
where I
out.
dropped.
How much is it?
70.
Fuck.
Ooh, gross.
They have a $100 premium version.
Get
Yeah,
used
if
to
you
it.
pre-ordered the premium, you could have started playing. I think on Monday or something. So
I don't know if
you
we've
had
had
a-
this discussion on council. If GTA 6 is like fucking $100,
It will
you
be
buying it?
probably.
Probably.
Uh,
You can get a
I-
ripoff of GTA 6 though, called Mind Eye. There you go.
yeah,
You can get a rip off of GTA 6 too. It's called GTA 4.
yeah.
I
think at this
we're not doing that.
I think it's going to be. They're probably going to charge probably at least 100 because we're already seeing how Switch 2 has it's $90 for the new Mario Kart game.
Yeah.
I really think that has opened the floodgates of
If
like,
they're
oh,
charging $90 for that, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is gonna happen?
I miss when new games were 50.
yeah, GTA 6 is probably going to be $100, and they're probably going to announce either close to release or like they did for GTA 5, where after the launch they finally put out the multiplayer. It's going to be like a subscription service you got to pay per month to
Yeah.
get
God.
certain access or access to new shit for their
That'd be
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
yeah. It's gonna happen.
I hope
I
not.
mean, I hope
We'll
not.
see.
That'd be too much. I wouldn't do that. Well,
I know for me I wouldn't do that, but I know there'd be a lot of people that go, you can play it for free, but if you want access to like certain shit and it's like a battle passing, like you get certain stuff per month if you pay the monthly
I
thing.
mean, there's like
People
the
will do it.
GTA Online is still huge.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
I mean, if they want to have like the shark cards and shit like that, where like you could buy money, that's fine, I guess. But like, I don't know. It depends on what they would.
I won't be
add.
surprised if there's a subscription service because
Yeah.
Mind you,
it's
they're
just
gonna
like
be
GTA
adding-
5, it's gonna go for years.
It's gonna
So
go.
Yeah.
It's gonna make buck.
Too long.
Yeah.
But remember, they're going to bring in the role playing stuff as well, 5M and all of that into GTA 6.
yes, all of it. They're gonna be making hand over fist on money. Like it's gonna be ridiculous how much money they make for this game. Because we think GTA 5 was insane, but like they're gonna find a way to milk it and people are gonna pay for it. I won't, but people will.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
if
not.
if the game's 100, I'm gonna buy it regardless, just because. But
I
don't
can
know about,
understand it for certain games because development costs anymore are
A lot.
ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's a game you're going to get your mileage out of. Like if it was
That's true.
$100 for like some like
Call
10-hour Call of Duty storyline, something like that, and that's it. Nah.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing, right? Like AAA titles and big name developers, they know full well that people are going to pay like premium price for a premium game. You can't just churn out regular garbage
Right.
over
Right.
and over again. That's why Final Fantasy 16 is as well regarded as it did, even though like it's still kind of struggling to make sales, but it still broke even. Same with Spider-Man 2. But when it comes to Grand Theft Auto, like Rockstar's just had the benefit of just milking not only re-releases of Grand Theft Auto 5, but the fact they also were buffered by Grand Theft Auto Online. And now that that's finally kind of on its last leg, I would say, and with the new consoles finally in, and they've been developing this game for years, they're probably looking at it like, well, considering the way things are administratively in the United States too, with everything the way it's all fucked up, we kind of have to abide by certain rules set by a certain dipshit. But even still, like, I think the quality of Grand Theft Auto will in a way justify the price. I'm not saying it's going to be universal for every other game developer across the board. Like, case in point, like, yeah, Mario Kart World may be like $80-$90. I don't at all see Pokemon Legends ZA being more than $60 because it's getting a dual release on both Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. Now, Generation 10 of Pokemon, that's a little bit more questionable.
It's just crazy the fact that when you look at the GTA games, we had like 3 GTA games across like one, generation of consoles. And now we've had 1 GTA game across 3 console generations. It's just really weird when you look at the parallels. Because that was a PS3 game.
6 will have this thing. They're gonna remaster it for PS6, the Xbox, whatever the fuck.
Remasters help fund the games they're making these days. That's what some of the execs at these studios were talking about. You're seeing so many of those now because it's cost effective to put out, and people are swapping out their consoles, and it helps fund what they're currently working on.
That's why they kept like re-releasing and remastering essentially the Last of Us games, because people will pay for it. Like the fact that they kept doing it, that's why they kept doing it. I see on here it says the estimated marketing and actual development budget for GTA 5 was estimated to be above 265 million. So to think GTA 6 is probably going to basically brush right past that like it's nothing.
Take into account that was in 2013 too.
Yeah.
$265 million to develop that game in 2013. It cost almost $310 million to develop Spider-Man 2 within the last 5 years.
It's probably going to be at least 500 million or more.
I was going to say, do you think it's close to $1 billion?
No.
Probably like 500, 600.
I think it's going to stay in the relatively ballpark of, $250 to maybe $300 million to develop Grand Theft Auto 6. However, I also think that Grand Theft Auto 6 has the high likelihood of being able to clear that and then get some extra cake on top. Because Grand Theft Auto is just such a renowned property. I mean, hell, Grand Theft Auto 5 has the largest launch of all time.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it still does, but...
And probably with the multiplayer stuff, too.
Yeah. Right.
And probably the multiplayer and the amount of servers they have to maintain, because they cannot be in a situation. I think GTA 5 was in a situation when the multiplayer launched after its launch date. The multiplayer was down for several days because they didn't have the capacity to handle it. Right. So whenever that multiplayer is releasing either day one or
buggy as hell, man.
Yeah, they're gonna have to like over prepare, because I'm assuming this game is going to destroy the record that GTA 5 set when it came out. So they're gonna have to prepare for that many people. So it's going to cost probably way more money in the back end once they actually get the multiplayer going to keep all those servers running.
Yeah.
So,
because if you don't put money into that, the servers are going to crash and burn like this. And it's going to be a fucking Suicide Squad situation where it's like no one can play the game.
Well, that was
no one want to.
There's another game that people should be worried about, which is Gears of War Reloaded coming to PlayStation. That's another game.
Worried about it? What do you mean worried about it?
Because it might have the same situation that you had with Forza Horizon on the PlayStation 5, where you have to link your Microsoft account.
Oh, I don't know about that. All I know is I'll be getting it for PS5, because I remember getting first Gears 1 when it first came out all those years ago on 360, and then I get to play it on PS5. Sure. I just want them to remaster Gears 2 and 3. Like I already played the Ultimate Edition, which was the remaster initially of Gears 1 back on the Xbox One era. Give me Gears 2 and 3. And I hope that's what they're doing, because I think they're leading up to here's Gears 1, here's Gears 2 and 3, and then here's E-Day, the new one coming out.
How about we remaster Gears of War on this thing?
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Been on Nintendo 64, why not?
I still get this thing out and play it just like from time to time whenever I'm not doing much.
I mean, I'm definitely getting that Gears of War remake just because like I never played the games.
What's her name, Jake? What do you name your N64?
Stop. Get it.
So wait, so Johnny, you've never played Gears of War?
Never played them.
You're really gonna like Gears of War.
I tried. I couldn't get into it.
It's not woke.
Not for
really
everyone,
like
but it's fun.
I did get the first game for a weekend for when they were doing that, like I can't remember what they called it, every like other weekend or something like that, where
play weekend and stuff.
Yeah, they'd have like a dedicated contest. Like every hour you played online with whatever game, you get like an entry into whatever's going on that weekend. And they had I get to bring it up. They had an X-Files weekend because the movie was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the game for the weekend was Gears 1. So I went and bought it. And I just, who knows? Maybe you ran into me, but I was AFK for hours with my controller pressed down. So my guy was just running lobbies while I was just doing other shit. I won. I got a full box set of the series from that weekend.
I'm sure Gears of War was the biggest takeaway from that event for you.
Nope. I mean, I got what I wanted out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
The entire collection of DVDs.
There you go. Has anybody read the Gears of War books? Because I know there's books for them.
I've not read them.
No, I haven't read them.
I do read, but I've not read them.
That's a lie.
Just remember,
I can read. I just choose not to.
I choose not to. But yeah, you're gonna like it, Johnny. Gears of War 1 is really cool.
I know my brother loved them,
so you're gonna have fun with it.
It's just like I had Xbox when I was young, and my parents would let me play rated M games. So like I didn't play Halo, I didn't play Gears of War.
Oh,
like I missed out on the fucking
my jam.
Yeah, I got the Master Chief collection like a couple years ago during the pandemic, and I played the stories, and I loved them.
Yeah, the rumor is that they're gonna put out the Master Chief collection on PlayStation.
Yeah,
which is gonna be
get
crazy.
I'll buy it again.
Yeah,
that was a really good remaster they did of the first game whenever they did it back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought the campaign of like Halo 2 and 3 was really fun. I didn't really like the campaign of Halo 1, but 2 and 3 was very fun.
2 is probably still the best game.
And then I'd play the multiplayers and stuff. Like
Gameplay wise, I think 3 is my favorite, but story wise, I don't think you get better than 2.
No, you don't.
I love
Arbiter.
Mhm.
I love Halo Reach. I like that so high level in Halo Reach's multiplayer. Jesus.
Let's just hope that the multiplayer is for Gears of War Reloaded. That is a thing as well.
Yeah,
it is.
It's gotta be.
It's confirmed.
It's happening.
Multiplayer. That's why I'm buying it.
And all of the DLC and everything that came out post launch is all incled.
Oh, that's why I'm getting it,
makes my
because it's
day.
story and multiplayer. So I'm gonna play the campaign and I'm gonna play multiplayer.
Same. Yeah.
So I'm very excited for that. It's towards the end of the year, right?
Yes. No, August.
August.
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So
August. Yeah. August.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Hopefully they'll do the other games.
That's my hope. I think they would have to, because if you're gonna put out like a
hit,
because this is the second remaster of this game, so they're gonna have to probably do something, because I think that next Gears of War game they're working on, which is a prequel, it's gonna come to PlayStation. Like once you open the floodgates with one, you have to do.
Oh yeah, now
other
that this
games
is on PlayStation. I'm assuming they're just gonna start putting all of them on PlayStation.
And there's gonna be a lot of people that came from Xbox and went to PlayStation. They're gonna get this game. Like, I'm never playing that. And then people like, you've never played it, like you want to try it. They're gonna make a lot of money off this. So
and then, I mean, even if I don't like the first one, I've heard so many people love the second one that like even if they remake the second one, I'll try those too.
The second one's
unless I
probably
really hate it for some reason, then like.
Speaking of console specific shooters, did anybody play Resistance?
Long time ago.
Oh, that's PlayStation 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never played it. I remember seeing footage of it back in the day. I never played it though.
It's pretty sick.
Same.
It was pretty sick. I liked it.
It was fun.
The second one was pretty good. I never played the third one though.
3's fun.
I remember for PlayStation 3 they had like a exclusive like dragon game or something. I forget what it was called.
Where you exclusively have to use the gyro function of the controller. Yes. Fuck that game. I had it and it was so awful.
I mean, when has the gyro been good?
Like there's no option to turn it off. You have to use it. That's
one thing I hated about some PS3 games.
It's such a struggle.
They had they had those, they had you do those little 6-axis quick time events, and there was no way to turn the 6-axis off. So you're just having to do this number, shake the controller left, right, and center. It's like, okay, no one play tested this.
That was one of the annoyances I had with the first Uncharted game, because you had to balance across certain beams. It wasn't in there a lot, but
right,
it was. They tried to push it in. I think they patched it out in the collections.
Yeah,
I
can't remember.
Yeah, I only played it on the collection, and I don't think it's there. At least I probably would have seen the original though.
On the second game, I mean, that's still probably my favorite game out of them. But it was stupid how they just had that enemy like hitbox feature where they could just lob grenades all the way from one side of the map and they would land directly at your fucking feet.
Wait, what's your favorite?
2 is probably my favorite Uncharted game.
Okay. I thought you said 1. I was gonna say, what the fuck is 1?
No, not 1.
Yeah, I was
it was.
gonna say
It was called. It was Lair, like that dragon.
Yes,
the whole
yeah.
that fucking thing.
Yep.
Basically, their take on like what was it, Rain of Fire or whatever that
Kinda.
McConaughey. Yeah, was Christian Bale in that one too? Yes, I think Christian Bale was in that.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, Christian Bale. Yeah. Yeah, basically their own take of that. Yeah. Never played that either.
No.
A lot of stuff coming out.
No.
game-wise. Don't have the money for it though, but cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, I feel that too. But I will get. Those.
Wake up.
Grandma should put on a little makeup.
I didn't mean to cause that whole thing there.
You said the lyrics. I was going.
Yeah.
We mean that's not the lyrics?
It could
I
be.
mean, I always
Johnny, I
You
bet
wanted
make
to.
that mouth motion a lot.
Oh. Man. Well, negative tonight. Jesus, guys.
Find a crime with a partner Lois Lane. Jimmy Carter. Find a crime with a partner Lois Lane. Jimmy Carter. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That song.
It's a throwback.
Throwback.
Definite throwback.
Like a Darren just left us. Typical.
Wonder how many people are like actually happy that they're not going to witness Jimmy Olsen get shot in a movie this time around.
I mean,
in fairness, it wasn't even Jimmy Olsen to begin with, but you guys get the joke I'm making.
Yeah.
Is it a joke though?
But he was with the CIA.
Yeah, and see it. Never mind.
Maybe his cover was.
I think Jimmy Olsen is just kind of like what Phil was saying about the 78 Superman movie earlier. I think Jimmy Olsen is just an outdated character.
Yeah.
Because they whenever they've brought him into more recent adaptations, they either changed him drastically, like Supergirl, barely used him, like in what the hell was it, Superman and Lois, or did both, change him drastically, then barely used him in BVS.
Yeah, the only time I think Jimmy Olsen's been fun and relevant is in My Adventures with Superman.
I was about to bring that up.
Yeah,
making him his roommate. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was a good twist.
Even for like the small little role that they had retroactively in Superman and Lois, I kind of liked what his portrayal, at least, in it.
It made sense too why he'd not been around this whole time, because Clark was just doing the right thing. He just wanted to keep him unaware.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I so much liked him, but I liked what came out of that, because you got, see how Clark keeping his identity secret, really led to all that gaslighting and preventing him from making friendships.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking wasn't he played by Iceman's twin in Smallville?
I don't fucking know.
That twin brother, because I know he was in that series. I just can't remember which twin it was.
Oh, fucking no.
One of the Aston twins.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I just don't remember if it was Sean or
the other
No,
one.
Sean Ashmore was Iceman. The other one was Jimmy Olsen.
Okay, I couldn't remember which. Aaron, you good?
Just really hot.
I was about to say, you changed shirts, didn't you?
I was in a jacket, and I was like, it's too
Aaron
hot. I'm taking this off.
Aaron Ashmore?
Why don't you turn your AC on?
I think so.
Yeah, turn your AC. I told you about turn your AC on.
I got mine on. It's hot as fuck out.
Yeah, it was Aaron.
All right.
That was Jimmy.
All those people that say, like, how do you sleep, like in the middle of winter with an AC on and a fan going in and shorts? How do you sleep? I was like, with my fucking eyes closed.
Well, people are stupid.
And they want to get all up in your business too. Didn't think of that, but now that's probably going to be stuck in my head. Thank you. Darren, what flavor is that?
Banana.
Bitch.
Gross. That's so gross, Darren.
Wow.
So
Bitch
fucking
flavor.
gross, Darren.
You don't like banana?
No, bananas for bitches.
Well, then I'm the biggest bitch there is.
Where'd bitch boy go?
You know what?
That's a good question.
Fuck, I fail. Hold on.
Oh no, what's he doing?
Oh no.
He's about to make his
Probably got
fucking
a
picture of
banana.
banana.
Oh no.
He's about to make his picture of banana.
You did it a week early. Banana.
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 Is that the other one that we're missing?
I'll save the last one for next week.
Okay.
Cherry
You
flavor's better
can't
anyway.
have all the reviews, dude.
That's his twin brother. It's not actually Omni Media.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not actually Omni. No.
I used to make that joke in high school. I'd tell my teachers that I wasn't really me and I was my twin brother Fernando.
Yeah.
They didn't buy it.
They didn't believe you? Oh shit.
Hell yeah. Twinsies.
Oh,
both
They're
no.
so fucking good, bro. The banana flavor. Oh my god.
I like banana flavored things in my mouth.
I do.
What are you, Phil? And never mind.
I have banana bread.
Wow.
Okay. Chill out.
Like I think we've had enough drama for one night. Jesus Christ.
Wait, what kind of ice pops are those?
Damn.
Yeah.
Amount of
Minion flavor.
Oh,
Wow.
Minion flavor.
minion flavor. What the fuck?
Well, you
Suddenly,
know.
I don't want to eat this.
Oh, I do. It's good.
Aren't they coming out with another one of those movies?
Yes.
They will until the dawn of time. End of time. The other way.
I was about to
27,
say,
right?
dawn of time already happened.
the minions will cause the end of time.
You know what I want? I want a Land Before Time movie. That's what I want.
Hell yeah.
Jesus,
I grew up on
what a
those
minute.
fucking movies.
Well, like
Right?
a new one or like a remake or what?
Like a
Live
brand
action
new
Land
one.
Before Time.
When was the last one?
Well, if there's ever going to be a live action Land Before Time, it obviously has to be directed by Zack Snyder.
Can we do a live action Iron Giant, please?
Dude, I don't
I
even
feel like-
want to know what happens to Littlefoot's mom in that version.
Oh, bro. You know what's actually really funny is like Zack Snyder aside, like I've been listening to, I just finished Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton, and now I'm on Lost World. The Lost World book is a fucking far cry different thing than the movie Steven Spielberg made.
Right.
I've still
Like, yeah,
never
they're-
read Lost World.
Oh, dude. If you watch the movie and then read the book, you're like, oh, one is not like the other. Like, yeah, Ian Malcolm is kind of like a main character in it, but Kelly is not his daughter. Sarah's still like his kind of girlfriend thing, but not really. InGen's not in it at all. It's actually all Biosyn, and you get a big backdrop to Dotson, the dude from the first one who wanted the embryos. Oh, he's in this book, and he's a total fucking prick. Like that's the funny
Save
thing
that
is
for Dominion then.
I know, yeah. They took a lot of it from. They took a lot of that for Dominion, which is really funny. But in the first book, in Jurassic Park, the original novel, like John Hammond's kind of an asshole too. Actually, there's no kind of. He's an asshole. Like he doesn't give a shit about the fact that his grandkids are there. He's really like this money-hungry zealot who just wants to open this park full of deadly, ravenous fucking dinosaurs. He's just all about the money and making this park open. He doesn't give a fuck what the lawyer says. He doesn't give a shit about what anyone else says. He wants them all to agree with him just to open that fucking park. And then at the end, he dies. It's fucking insane, man. Oh, and then Lost World.
Spoilers.
Fucking read the book, dude. It's almost 30 years old. Not my fucking problem.
Well, I didn't know how to read that.
I want to rewind here. So there are currently 14 Land Before Times.
Yes.
Wow.
I did not know there were that
The
many.
last one,
there's a lot.
last one came out in 2016, and there was a
I knew of at least
9-year
6.
gap between the last one.
Yeah, I grew up, of course, on the original, and then I remember seeing a few of their home
Yeah.
released
Direct to
before
video,
time.
yeah.
1
And then
through
at some
3 I
point I
really
stopped
like.
watching.
After that, it's just
I like 5.
bleh.
5's good.
Which one was
I like
five?
5 because they introduced the kid Tyrannosaurus Rex. The fuck is his name?
Oh,
That was 3, I thought.
Is it 3? I thought it was 5.
let me look.
5 is the mysterious journey.
Let's see.
Maybe 5 is the one where they take the little T-Rex to his
Sharptooth?
parents. Like Sharptooth, yes.
The Great
Shop-
Value
was
the
his
Great
name
Value
Chomper?
Adventure was the second one. The Time of the Great Giving Oh yeah. Wait, is it Journey
Something
Through the
else, bro.
Mist? Oh, Journey Through the Mist. That was where we met like a girl Littlefoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the Mysterious
it was
Island. Yes, Mysterious
2.
Island 5.
It was
No,
2. Chomper's in 2.
Is he?
Okay.
I think he was talking. I think Phil was talking about Sharptooth.
Well, that's the main villain in all of them.
I remember I saw one it was about like a mud bath or some shit.
What?
Yeah, that's the third. I think that's the third one.
Okay.
I haven't seen this
Because
movie
on the
since-
because
this his name is Chomper.
Yeah.
T-Rex. His name is Chomper.
Yeah, this
He's born
in the mud.
2.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, because it's this one, Mysterious Island. There's Chomper right there.
Yeah.
Go to 2 though,
Okay, 2.
because that's where I think he's born though, if I remember right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Land between.
Because they find
Land
him
Before
and then
Time.
indoctrinate him.
No, he's not. No, wait. Oh, okay. Rob Paulson voiced him. Oh shit! All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a little. He's a little guy.
Yeah, you ain't little guy.
I remember
Before
seeing.
Time watch party. Let's go.
Oh yeah, the Secret of Source.
Taurus Rock, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember the Stone of Cold Fire. The big.
I
I don't remember that
vaguely
one.
remember that.
I don't remember
Big
this
Freeze.
one at all.
I've seen Big Freeze.
Cold Fire's the last one I remember.
This where he meets his
God,
dad.
I've seen
he meets
Big-
his dad.
Okay, so I've seen Big Water too. Good God, how many of these have I seen?
I don't remember Big Water. I mean, I might have seen it, but I remember this one. He meets his dad here because his grandparents like, "This is your father."
Look at that jump. Holy
I mostly just remember the song from Big Water.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen past this one because I don't
Yeah,
remember
the
the
one
tiny
2016.
sources. Yes, there's the Great Day of the Wisdom of Friends. What? Yeah, I have no idea
Okay,
what
I've
that is.
seen Long Neck.
What's that last one?
Migration.
Journey of the Brave.
Journey of the Brave.
All new. No, not anymore.
Just wait. There'll be a new one soon.
I only saw like 4 or 5.
And there was a show. Yep, right here, a show.
Oh,
Where did it air? Cartoon Network. Huh?
Yeah, 2007, 2008. Yep.
I don't remember that.
I feel like that kind of
One
rings a bell, but I'm
season.
not sure.
It takes place. It takes place after the events of the Wisdom of Friends. In a sense, okay, okay.
Lord
Okay.
have mercy.
I'm actually
So
shocked
that's
they
what was
haven't done
going on
anything with it.
between 13 and 14 then.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much done at this point, unless they. I mean, there was, I guess, discussions at one point of them trying to bring it back or something, but I think at this point, I think it's done. Unless
I could see, like a reboot. I would be
I
shocked.
think a reboot needs to happen
Yeah.
at this point because they've went off the path so hard. Because that first film is so tonally different than anything else past it. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
it goes full musical and
Oh,
all that stuff, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
I'm close.
Yeah. The rest kind of go off the rails.
I don't know. I still like 5.
Yeah, I mean, some of the ones after the first one are still good, but then it got to the point where they just kind of there's no story anymore. It's just songs,
I can't believe the first one was made in 1988. That's a fucking wild revelation.
and it looks so
Yeah.
good. The
Yeah.
animation's
It still
fantastic.
holds up. Yeah. Take notes, Invincible. I'm kidding.
Wait a minute. This is Amblin Entertainment. Oh my god. James Horner did the music for this? Jesus Christ.
Oh hell yeah.
dude.
I want to go watch this. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, right? Now I'm gonna go
right?
rewatch this.
Are they streaming anywhere?
I mean, it is a Don Bluth film.
That's
They're
true.
just gonna get like HBO Max is just gonna be like, what the heck is happening? All our Land Before Time movies are trending.
Wait, are they on Max?
I don't know.
It's not streaming anywhere.
Isn't it Warner Brothers? Isn't that who owns them?
You can pay $3.79 to watch it on Amazon Prime.
It's Universal. So,
Gotcha.
which one's that? Peacock?
Peacock.
Damn.
Peacock.
Although, to be fair, Universal Pictures, Amblin Entertainment, Lucasfilm, and Sullivan Blue Studios. So it's kind of a hodgepodge of people who created it.
Let's
Gotcha.
see.
Like, I'm looking to see where you can stream it. I'm only just seeing Amazon Prime right now.
Yeah, it's Google's saying it's not streaming anywhere.
That's a
That
fucking
sucks.
shame.
Yeah.
Crying shame.
I think it was at one point on Netflix. Look at this. This looks like a shot. My
Yeah,
God,
it's not on Peacock.
Yeah, dude. That
insane. And this is a fucking kids movie.
Great. I can watch all of them.
Oh no.
No, there's a website my buddy gave me access to that I can watch pretty much whatever I want, and all the Land Before Time movies are here. So,
There's multiple of those websites, so I might know what you're talking about.
Well, no, it's a paid service outside of the United States.
I think these are Chomper's parents. I think
Yes,
those
they are.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
them.
they are.
Because Chomper is a baby T-Rex.
Yeah, well,
terrifying. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the adult dinosaurs in these movies are horrifyingly accurate.
Yeah.
I actually just saw an AI generated video. I know, sacrilege, of what Jurassic Park would have looked like with like legitimate, realistic velociraptors. It's pretty fucking good. Pretty good edit. Like, you can tell there's some trickery there, but for the most part, like, yeah, they've got velociraptor. Like they look like full on velociraptors with feathers and everything. It's fucking wild.
That's cool.
Yeah, I used to be a dinosaur kid. Then I grew up and started watching Batman.
The evolution there.
This image brought back memories. This fucking the villain,
The
T-Rex.
Gigantosaurus. Yeah.
Yeah. My God.
Damn, that's
How ironic that the same thing virtually happens in Jurassic World Dominion.
Yeah.
Where the T-Rex has to fight a Gigantosaurus. Yeah,
I
no one
watched another
cared.
dinosaur movie.
I
as a
hate
kid.
that
I forget
fucking
what it
movie.
was.
Yeah, it's like that
Dude.
meme. See, nobody cares.
Oh man, World was fine. Jurassic World was fine.
Yes,
I think Fallen Kingdom's kind of underrated in certain respects. Yeah, the plot's a little goofy with certain elements, but you know,
after Dominion, I took back like most of what I said about Fallen Kingdom.
right? Yeah, like
I was
you
like,
look at
yeah.
Fallen Kingdom and you're like, you know what? You're not so bad.
Yeah, perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Oh God, Dominion.
I appreciate what they were trying to do, like Alien with a dinosaur in your
Right.
house instead of a spaceship.
Yeah, that
I
idea
mean,
on
like-
paper isn't terrible.
Then Clone Girl releases.
Yeah, that's.
They're me.
I never said it was perfect.
I know. But...
And then you get,
and then they promise us world of the dinosaurs, and then we get locusts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that movie and I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's not such a bad idea that Colin Trevorrow did not direct Episode 9.
Yeah.
I said this last time we were talking about this, but I saw there was that special screening for Dominion where I saw the original Jurassic Park movie and then Jurassic World Dominion back to back.
Oof.
And it made it so much worse. Like, I saw like peak cinema over like one of the worst movies I've seen in a while at that point. It's like, man, whose fucking idea was it?
like I mentioned earlier, like listening to the Lost World stuff, I'm just like, wow, I've seen this in this sequel movie. I've seen that element and that and a lot of it is in Dominion, and I'm just like, you've got to be fucking.
And we're going to be getting the river scene in the new one.
Yeah. Well, you know what? At least the new one's made by Gareth Edwards, and he can fucking tell a story. Okay, and David Cole's writing the script this
with
time.
what we've seen for the new one so far.
I feel like Scarlett Johansson is a very talented actress. I'm not sure that she's the right person to play this role because her line delivery in a lot of the scenes in the trailers have just been like,
it's wooden.
I forgot.
I could probably trust her judgment more than her performance, maybe.
Man.
Sure, yeah.
Because I don't think she picks stinkers, so
Yeah. I hope it's just a way.
It looks fun. I got like dirty guy with glasses, but like I got like Atlantis vibes from it.
Sure.
Because it seems like it's an adventure kind of thing that they're going on, and
I'm just curious,
curious.
What island are they going to? Because I don't think they've clarified whether or not it's Nublar. It's a different island,
New
right?
island.
That's so weird because
Which
like
kind of that really irks me. It could have been any of the 5.
Yeah, because there's
we only
Nublar,
had to do-
Sorna, and then the other 3, and it's just like, okay,
Site 0 is where we're going. It's where all of the genetic stuff was done.
But they did that with Site B.
That's where they grew them.
Loopholes.
So we're going to see a lot of the failed experiments too.
Oh god,
the ones that didn't quite come out correctly. So like the one we see in the trailer is like a Rancor Xenomorph T-Rex.
Oh god.
Talking about failed experiments, kind of like the movies, the ones that didn't come out correctly.
You know what's funny is like the rumored plot for Jurassic World before they made Jurassic World was like
Super Soldier,
Super Soldier hybrid human dinosaurs, and it's just like,
With
oh
Vince
no, we
Vaughn.
waited a movie to do that.
Right.
Fuck.
It was supposed to be set around Vince Vaughn's character too.
I don't know how well that would have worked.
What were we gonna say, Darren?
I was just gonna say it wasn't important, but I think it's either going to be a masterpiece or just garbage. Like I don't know if there's that in between spot for a movie like this. Like I could see it going either way at this point.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised World didn't go in that direction, because with the whole like military application plot line and stuff, and with Dr. Wu just be like, like floating off into the until they kind of had him have a redemption arc in Dominion. It seemed like they were going that way.
Yeah.
I'm just glad they didn't.
Well, the funny thing is like in the Lost World novel is like InGen is completely bankrupt and gone. Like they are not a thing at all.
Right.
And that's when Biosyn comes into play in Dominion, which is crazy. But they also they come into play way earlier in Lost World, and it's just like, oh, fuck, it's crazy shit. And I'm the more I'm reading Lost World, I'm just like, why the fuck didn't they make this into a movie? But
because that would have made sense. That's why they didn't do it.
Well, probably just didn't know how to adapt it. I mean, Michael Crichton helped with the script on the first one.
That's true. And then Steven Spielberg just kind of, John Carpenter.
I think the movie is better than the book, personally. But.
I mean, I have faith in Kep's ability for this one at least. And like, just because of his previous films, I know he can write good scripts, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough to save a lot of this movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, but at least Blade's in it, dude.
Yeah, Blade Man.
That's true. Mahershala Ali's in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Blade.
Bailey.
Yeah, we don't have to spend too much time on this, but I think the rebranding back to HBO Max is the smartest thing they are doing, because no one called it Max. Like, it was just always HBO Max.
Right.
If you were calling it Max, you were making fun of the fact it was called Max.
Yeah.
Right.
Literally. I mean, it's good they're going back. They recognize their failure and mistake. So
how long has it been? A year with it being Max? Is it
2 years?
Yeah.
2 years.
But it's funny because literally, I guess like the leadership over there, like the person that was like the leadership of the HBO stuff and the Max stuff are pretty much like the same like job descriptions. And like the whole idea, oh, well, the Lantern show was originally a Max original show and now it's an HBO. It's like it's the same thing. Like, just call it one thing or the other. So
that's some goofy shit, my friend.
Goofy shit.
Goofy goober stuff.
As Johnny said, and I think it's time we should wrap it up, boys, and call it. It's been another crazy show for sure. We're gonna go down the line so we can find everybody. Phil.
You guys can find me on Vero Threads, Instagram, and Blue Sky. You can catch me on YouTube. I just put up my Superman thoughts on the entirety of the trailer. It's up there for your viewing pleasure or displeasure, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Let me know in the comment section. Friday Phil every Friday. I'm here every Wednesday. I'm on Party Nation every Tuesday. I'm also on the Vodka Stream every Friday. I also have a Batman podcast called The Eternal Night. Go ahead and check that out on Podbean. Watch my Pokemon plays if you like Pokemon. If not, I understand.
I understand. Taladia.
You guys can check me out on YouTube at Taladia Plays. I'm on X, the cesspool that Phil says. I'm on X at Taladia Plays _. I've just done my reaction to the Superman trailer, and I'll be doing a breakdown this Saturday. I do a podcast called Into the Multiverse, a DC Comics podcast. I recently had Phil on, and you gotta check that out. And it's a great conversation I had with him about Batman and Pokemon and all these different things.
Perfect. Darren, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Sorry.
I'm there. I'm there.
I'm putting my clothes back on because my shirt's all wrinkly. No, you can find me Darren Sanctuary. We do a weekly podcast tomorrow. We're doing Phase 4-5 retrospective of the MCU with Jake and Ronan. Will be on there tomorrow. And on the flip side with Darren, my new reaction channel. You can go check that out as well right here on YouTube.
Perfect. Jake?
You can find me here on YouTube at Joypad Jake. I do character costume rankings, do Secrets of Arkham, do Arkham rankings, do retro reviews. I got a Jack and Dexter Let's Play going right now. And you can also catch me on my own show on Sundays, Jake's Lost Levels, where I get my PS game data back if I don't strangle Phil before then. And yeah, getting on my feet back. And this upcoming Sunday is going to be a Skyrim stream. And you can also check out my writing on Comful. Trying to get to 2,000 subs by Superman. Let's see if we can do it. We're growing. We're growing. So let's see if we can make it.
Hit the wrong goddamn buttons.
What are you blaming me for? What the fuck did I do?
I don't know. You're like,
you rat
me.
What's up? Find me over there. Everywhere.
Wrong.
Reactions. Fuck you. It was
wrong
right.
finger too.
No, it was pointing.
You were pointing. Fair. Pointing.
He pointed the fucking finger.
Johnny.
You can catch.
The house next door.
I'm a washed up fucking streamer, dude. When The Last of Us is over, I'm gonna do music Monday.
Yeah, Music Monday with me and Johnny.
Yeah, once The Last of Us is over. And then until then, I'm on Bottles and Bricks on Ronan's channel. I'm talking about The Last of
You're
Us.
bricking something.
Oh, I'm always brick, dude.
And Bitch Boy.
Sleep in the dark.
You know where to find me. I'm not gonna do it. I'm trying not to get striked one more time, otherwise my shit will be fucking deleted. So, you know.
88 episodes. 88 episodes of Countable. We're getting closer to episode 100. Anyways, it's been once again another train wreck of an episode. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Will we?
But yeah, no, Yahoo! Yahoo!